right, welcome, fellow geeks, to our new episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Welcome to our second arena of the season. If you guys caught our last one, arenas are intermittent games that we're doing where we have all the players versus all the other players, each one representing one of our four guilds. The one tonight is a little bit interesting as they are, in theory, working together. But we'll get to that in a minute. Before we do, if you guys are wondering, what is Tabletop Treasure Hunters? This is our Pathfinder 2e homebrewed campaign. We are using the game system of Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo. We are also playing in their setting of Galarion. So many of the characters, deities, locations, names you may hear going around are from that world. And the game we are playing is from Paizo. So thank you, Paizo, for a wonderful game. We appreciate you very much. And with that out of the way, let's introduce our wonderful cast that we have this evening. We have got one member from each guild. So let's start with Bill from the Powder Pact, who is currently the leading guild. Bill, tell us about yourself. Tell us about Brave Gut.
Hey, I'm Bill. I'm a podcaster. I make a show called Escape This Podcast, where we take guests and run them through audio escape rooms, and another show called Solve This Murder, where I try and solve murder mysteries. It's tough. It's a real hard show, but it's good fun. I also have some other stuff that I'm doing. There's games that I've made and games that I play on Twitch, and et cetera, et cetera. You can find everything consumethismedia.com. That's all my stuff. I'm playing Brave Gut Grim Kitchen, who is a 42-year-old rat folk professional chef who also dabbles in alchemy and is finally at the stage in his career where he can let his sous chef take over and he can focus on his new passion of food that makes you look weird. And that's where he's at. So he's been prepping for this arena fight, but mostly he's been back at home making sure his restaurant is running well while his friends in the Powder Pact are off doing their thing. So he's excited to go.
Absolutely. Excited to have you here in this arena. Thank you, Bill. Let's go with Ian with the Foresight faction, who is currently in second place. Tell us about Ian and tell us about Sokra.
Yeah, so I'm Ian. I go by Cash Miss at various places on the internet, including in the chat. You can find me on YouTube where I talk about tech stuff. And I have a new project coming up, which I'll probably post over on the YouTube. So go subscribe to _cash_miss to find out what it is. It'll be really cool. Not that I can talk about it right now. I am playing Sokra Tak, the Tengu insurance adjuster investigator, who is eager to make sure that we all do our best to file our paperwork so that, we know what happened. He's looking forward to being an asset and not a liability for the rest of the team.
Hey, that's from a video on our YouTube. I recognize that line. Wonderful. Glad to have you here, Ian. Thank you very much. Erica, let's talk about yourself and Snotnot, if you would. And Erica's representing the Company of Honor, who's currently in third place.
I thought we were tied. Never mind. So I am Erica Kudamarler, and you can find me around the internet at Kudamarler. I write and help out where I can, and obviously on occasion paint myself green and show up on streams. So I have a regular spot over on Brambleberry Games where I run a Monster of the Week campaign, and right now it is all American monsters, and so often things like cryptids and jackalopes and hodogs and all that kind of madness. And as for the character, I am Snotnot. I am a champion of Lady Liberty Longshanks, though she also provides liberty, so it's not a lie. And I'm here representing one of 3 goblin cousins, and I'm losing body parts apparently.
Oh no, Snotnot has lost an ear.
It's okay.
And I will say the open shirt is a commitment to the bit. That's so much extra green.
Not really. It's a brush and you
slather it on. You didn't go to any effort at all. I can't believe it.
No, the cosplay is wonderful, Erica, and we love it. Even if there's only one ear, you only need one ear, really.
It's it's a snack.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Glad to have you here, Erica. Thank you. And I have been corrected, everybody. Actually, the Powder Pact and Foresight faction are tied for first place. Powder Pact has been leading, but Foresight faction is sneaking up. So
discounting.
I know. My deepest apologies, Foresight faction. You guys are tied for first.
So, are you still wearing the cloak?
Yes. We still need to resolve that. I don't know if the cloak is.
Oh yeah, it's in the plans tonight.
Okay. Sokra just shows up with a cloak and nothing else, towing a horse and a sled of wood.
Yes, indeed. So Sokra left with potentially a cursed cloak in his last session, and we've been waiting in anticipation. So we will find out tonight. And last but certainly not least, we have Nathan representing the Goldbloods. They are in third, but they are close behind, and we have a lot of season to go left. So Nathan, tell us about you. Tell us about the Goldbloods.
You bet. Nathan, I am one half of the Knights of Bastille, which is a mobile app development company. We make apps for tabletop role-playing games. In fact, you can find NPC for hire right now. We're giving away a free pack for tabletop treasure hunter characters. There's an art pack in there, and then we also have a magic item app and things like that. So that's me. I'm playing X, who is the heavy metal bard, and he is here just to rock. Tonight, he is mounted atop a phantom steed. He's calling Wild Stallion, and he's ready to make some music.
Wonderful. Excited to have you here, Nathan. Thank you. And one thing to add on to Nathan's Knights of Bastille, they graciously donated all of our beautiful PC character art from the artist Christiana Leone, and it is just gorgeous, and we love it. So thank you very much to Nathan and Knights of Bastille. Speaking of thank yous, a few more people to thank tonight. We have a couple other sponsors of this season. One of them is our Dice affiliate partners, Die Hard Dice. They have some awesome, beautiful dice. We have monthly discount codes that you can check out below. And we're also going to be giving away a dice case this evening. Dice case is the wrong term. It's like a dice tray to roll dice in. It is felt, it is pretty, and yeah, we're going to be doing a couple of giveaways tonight. We are also sponsored this season by Level 1 Gamers, who do awesome nerd swag, nerdy mugs, cool stuff. Definitely check out their website at level1gamers.com. And, I'm not exactly sure yet what we're giving away from them. I will get back to you on that after the break, but it's something good. And I definitely recommend that you enter these giveaways once we get them put up. And it should be fun. They're giving away something each arena, so we appreciate them very much. And then just a big thank to our cast this season, to the Level 1 Geek team. Tons of work goes into this show. We have a lot of players, and we play weekly, and it's just a ton of fun. But big appreciation to everybody who contributes time to it. And special thank you to you, chat, to everybody who supports, to our subscribers. And I do believe that Brave Gut would like to thank our wonderful Patreons as well, if you would.
Yes, cut to A La Ronseur, a rat-run restaurant in the sewers beneath Absalom. And you see there's a Brave Gut enters into his VIP dining room where there's a large table set up full of people sitting around in resplendent cloaks. And Brave Gut enters, takes off his chef's hat, and he says, "Now that I'm back from my mission, I would like to thank all of you. It's been wonderful, the support that you've been giving to me and to my restaurant. The donations that you have given have allowed me to go on more adventures with more interesting people and at a higher quality for the viewers. So thank you so much for your support of my restaurant and allowing me and all of the Powder Pact to express ourselves and to go on lovely adventures together." Wonderful. And then the camera whips around and you see sitting at the table a series of people, and you recognize them from left to right as Onderwind Gaming, Joe Dameron, Mauricio Di Verduzco, Matthew Tse, Drew Gherkin, Sam Farrow, Real Life Unicorn, the Side Quest In podcast, taking up a single seat somehow, and Kimberly Young. And they all say, "Oh, we love you, Brave Gut. Oh, you're so talented. You're the best chef the world's ever seen."
It is a quote from all of them. I believe I've heard
That's what
it.
they said. I think that's what they emailed in when they signed up for the Patreon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Brave Gut. And thank you, Patreons. And thank you, everybody. We've just been seeing consistent growth throughout the years we've been running this season. It's been our most successful season yet. And it's been so fun having so many people contribute and interact. It just makes it a whole different experience. So thank you all so much. Also, one last thank you. I almost forgot. This beautiful arena map that we were using today is by Che and Peku. You guys can use their maps as well if you support their Patreon. Just tons and tons of gorgeous maps. Highly recommend it. Check it out as we're playing today. And with that chat, you guys, we have our regular chat interactions tonight. They're slightly different. We still have our affirmation bar. We have 2 of them, in fact. The first and second, or in this case, the tied for first guilds are going to play a tug of war against their affirmation bar. And the other 2 guilds are going to play a tug of war with their affirmation bar. No villain bar in the arena. And there are still blessings, but they work a little differently. If we give a blessing to a player, it is going to let them choose one of the blessings of Kyrgyz, the deity of fair competition. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. If you guys want to see details on our chat interactions, check out level1geek.com and check out our Tabletop Treasure Hunters page. And I think that's it for logistics. So let's jump into this session. You guys have all been called to the arena. You all know that it is your turn to compete. And before we get into the rules for this arena, everybody is introduced and led into the arena. Introduced first, the tied for first place, Brave Gut and Sokra. And the gates open. You guys are let in. Tell us about if you guys have any sort of grand entrance into this arena tonight.
Bill, go ahead.
Oh, good. I don't know if I do. I think Bravegut is just ready to go. He's excited. He doesn't do anything flashy. Bravegut just arrives and he says, "Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful time. There are free hot dogs in the stands provided by Alaron Sur. So please, if you see one of the many rat folk running around, wave them down and you can have a free arena hot dog."
You do indeed see rat folk all over the stands dishing out delicious looking hot dogs. What about you,
And I do
Sokra?
apologize for the goblins. I say this, it is a food that is called a hot dog. It is actually mostly pig meat. It is not a hot dog. Technically that's against code. So I apologize. It is. I know we've had confusion before, but please rest assured, for everyone in the audience, it is not a dog. Do not worry. Or worry if you're a
some
dog.
people have an audible sigh of relief.
Bribing
There was
the
some of us
audience
dogs here.
with food? Oh, such tactics I've never seen. So Sokra doesn't have a grand entrance per se, but it's definitely an interesting one. Comes in and he's just like, come on, Pepples. And then this horse, this just plain riding horse, just comes strutting in, dragging this giant sled that's piled about a foot high with just a bunch of wood on top of it. Brings the horse out to the center of the arena. Thank you all. I guess I am going to be participating in the arena today. I am sorry that I couldn't bring my companion Kona, but I hope I can do the Foresight faction justice. Thank you all for your support.
Wonderful. And with that, you're setting up some barriers here around this arena, correct?
Yeah, Sokra is going to get right into full-on construction mode. He's just going to start unloading the pallets on the sled behind this horse and setting up barricades. They're just like flat walls about 5 foot, and then they're angled backwards on some triangle-shaped legs so that people can duck behind them, and they are marked in blue on the map. So he quickly gets some covers for his teammates up and running.
Wonderful. Yeah, so in Brave Gut, this is impressive. Even by powder pack standards, those are some nicely crafted, quick barricades. Just very nice woodworking there. And with that, as they come in introducing themselves from the other side of the arena, you guys see X and Snotnot exiting the arena, or not exiting the gate into the arena.
They've given up.
Snotnot, why don't you tell us about your grand entrance here? Or mundane entrance, your choice.
So Snotnut comes in and looks a little grumpy, and then just kind of turns around to the crowd and goes, "I'm Chicky. I'm here. Look, we've made Snotnut go to the arena because she didn't want to. Are you two done? No. My cousins are silly, and they want to do their chant, and so we are the best that we can be. Chicky does not disagree. We have not been to Waikiki. So, and Snotnut defends our family. with my teeth. And then I look around for my cousins and I just kind of stare at them like, you didn't ask me before signing me up for the arena this time.
And sure enough, you can see them up in the stands, cheering on, supporting.
You owe me slugs!
Wonderful. And X, what about you? How does X enter the arena this evening?
Yeah, so lights, a little bit of mood smog, fog smoke comes out, and
mood smog is the best description.
It is. I love it.
Mood smog.
Mood smog. And as that's happening, you hear a song made popular by the All Absalom Rejects. Move on. And so X comes out, takes a few laps around the center, and strikes a pose right on center stage.
Wonderful. And are you riding on your wonderful Phantom Steed here?
Correct. He is mounted atop Wild Stallion, and
Wild Stallion.
It is a horse, just a majestic phantom horse. It's almost like that mood smog formed itself into a horse, and he rode out upon it.
So good. What color is this mood smog and mood smog steed?
Mood smog. It's bluish, transparent bluish, grayish.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, people go wild. The crowd, there's definitely like a certain crowd. You hear like a whole new section of the arena of just high-pitched screams. We love you, X.
That's my fans. He gives a wink, and of course,
Wonderful. All right. So with all of our heroes in the arena here, you guys were instructed before, give your entrance and then meet on this center platform in the arena. If we could zoom out a little bit, production, to give a glimpse of this arena here. It looks a little bit different this match than you guys witnessed last time. There's a very large raised stone platform set up in the center. There's a step in the center, so like a 3-foot step leading up. So to get up on this, it's just difficult terrain. Any of you can do it with enough effort. And it's about 5-6 feet up from the actual ground floor. And it's lined with these 10-foot tall big lion statues. Very, very nicely carved. And of course, around the arena, you guys still see all of these statues of the previous competition winners from your alliance. Just beautiful masonry and sculpting. And as all you guys enter and stand on the center platform, you guys hear a magically enhanced Lord Physics echoing from across the arena. Welcome again, everybody, to our second arena match of this year. We're pleased to have X, Snotknot, Sokra, and Bravegut participating in this one, and we thank them for such a beautiful entrance. Now, for this evening's competition, it's going to work differently than last time. And Physics is going to start explaining the rules of this competition, but Chase is going to explain it because otherwise I will have no voice for this. So this arena match is called Team Survival. And the goal of this match is to try and survive. In our last arena match, we had, as everybody knows, this arena is attuned by a powerful artifact called a Vitality Stone. If one of our heroes is to die in this here arena, they are not killed, they are turned to mist, and they are returned to a Vitality Stone or a sigil that the Vitality Stone has placed around. Last time in our arena competition, we had little platforms where people would reform from their mist, and people would continue in the competition after they were slain. But in this week, if you are slain and forced to turn to mist, you are eliminated from the competition this evening. The goal is to get to the end of the competition without having to have been misted. Now, you guys are encouraged to work together in this competition to survive, but you're not required to. Attacking each other, stabbing each other in the back is still not prohibited. You are still allowed to battle each other if you so choose. If even one person survives this arena match, there are going to be merits given out at the end of the arena match, which are going to give bonus renown. If you survive, you are going to get 2 renown. If everybody ends up dying and you do not make it past the final challenge of this arena match, then nobody will get renown, and I'm going to be giving out demerits, which are going to take renown away. So you are encouraged to survive through this together, but if you want to try to take renown away from each other, you are allowed to battle each other. Also, as you guys enter here and as physics is explaining these rules, you guys can see circling the perimeter of the arena these little spider-looking constructs that are just crawling their way across the ground, circling clockwise around the arena. And on their backs, they have like these 3-foot by 3-foot crates that they're carrying.
Great.
Yep, there's 2 of them currently. There's one up to the north and one down to the south. The crates on their backs look exactly the same. And you guys have been given alchemical adhesive guild patches, aka stickers for your guilds. And if you guys want to use an interact action, you can slap one of those stickers on a crate. If you slap it on the crate, everything in that crate is yours. Though if you are killed and eliminated, you do not get to keep the loot and it'll be randomly distributed to somebody else. You guys are allowed to share loot and whatnot throughout the match freely, but if you survive and your sticker was on the crate at the end of the match, it belongs to you. And I believe that is the rules. Does any of the players have any questions?
I do have some setup to wrap up quick. Should I do that now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What are you doing? Physics is wrapping up the rules. I guess he'll shout out, and a reminder, all of the challenges today will be summoned by our wonderful casters that have been assisting in this competition. Constructs were donated by the Powder Pact, though don't worry, the schematics were not shared with Bravegut for this competition. Anyways, if you see casters on the sideline controlling these creatures that you'll be battling, do not harm the casters, do not interact with the casters. You're only to interact with the creatures that they summon. Understood?
Yes.
Very good. Now, heroes, ready yourselves on the raised platform. Take any preparations you need. We'll begin shortly.
Okay. Preparations. So after Sokra is done putting up these barricades, there's still going to be the sled that's just kind of left on the platform. He'll disconnect it from Pebbles and just be like, okay, oh, you're such a good horse. What a good boy. Now go on, get. And just let the horse exit the arena. And then also going to lay down, I have 15 caltrops if I can do that quick.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can go ahead and lay those down same way as you laid down your bear. Maybe do them a different color if it lets you. I think if you double click, it'll let you change the color. Also, I hear some people in chat asking about polls. We do typically have polls where we vote for renown, but not in arena matches. In arena matches, our heroes are making their own renown. So no voting today, just supporting, blessings, affirmation bars, and just, some good encouragement in the chat. Does anybody else have any other preparations they would like to make? X, are you going to start mounted on your steed?
I am. Is that something I can do here in Foundry?
Yeah, let me see. I think I have to mount for you, but there you go. Now if you move the horse, is that moving X with the horse as well?
Nice. That's it.
Very good. Yeah, so you guys can start anywhere on this platform. So any preparations you need, any spells you want to cast, any mutagens you want to drink, go ahead and do that now. Situate and place yourselves where you want. Sokra, you said you sent off this horse that helped you build these barricades, right?
Yep. Pebbles was a good horse, served its purpose.
Yeah, Pebbles goes trotting off. There's some people at the gate that await him and pull him back inside.
So what's this final
Don't forget to
barricade
give him a
situation?
carrot. He was such a good horse.
So I believe that if correct me if I'm wrong, Sokra, these are caltrops here, the green.
Yes, those are.
And then the blue is all barricades here.
The blue, I just figured out how to change the colors. So
there we
the
go.
1x1 square is the sled.
Okay, sled
We'll
there.
change that to like brown or something.
Very nice. So green caltrops, blue barriers, yellow is the sled.
Okay.
X is mounted on his phantom steed. Snotnot, Brave got anything for you guys?
I'm wondering if I should get close to you guys. Where do you want me? Do you want me on the barricade? Oh, a barricade! Get out of here!
It depends. You throw bottles at people, correct?
Yes, I can start with some alchemist's fire.
Can we get you up high? Like on one of the lions?
Yes.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
We do have rope. That would be a good idea.
No, I just jumped onto the barricade and then onto the lion.
I'm
Cool.
impressed by that 10-foot.
So you're gonna climb up
height.
10 feet up on the lion statue?
I'm going to climb 5 feet up onto the barricade and then an additional 5 feet onto the lion.
Oh,
Beautiful.
no, but I don't know if that'll hold. Oh, okay, that's good. It helps.
It
Don't worry,
wobbles
I
a
don't-
little bit, but it's fine.
I don't weigh very much at all. I only weigh 35 kilos, which is 77 of your human pounds.
I know what
Also,
a
I don't-
kilo is.
I'm
I
gonna.
don't think I need this. I don't think I need my construct little friend. On the
Okay,
map.
sous chef is
He's
gonna.
die. He's done his job. He helped me make some things.
X
Very
is
good.
also going to use his spell scroll, Unseen Servant.
Okay, very good. Gonna summon up an unseen servant.
Correct.
I made a token for just a situation. Can you go ahead and confirm that you can control that for me, X? And what does it look like? What does X's unseen servant look like?
Well, that's a silly question.
Yeah, I know. You can't see it. It doesn't look like
is
anything.
it completely invisible? Oh, it is, isn't it?
It
you
does.
can just know where it's at.
Well, the other players might notice that in the Unseen Servant's hand is a sticker, is a guild
Ah.
sticker.
So there's just a floating guild sticker. Very good.
That's fair.
All right, lovely.
Okay.
Any other preparations being done? Okay. All right. Well, in that case, then you guys get situated. The crowd starts picking up as people get anxious and excited. And you hear Physics' voice. All right. Prepare yourselves, heroes. We're about to begin. And with that, we are going to roll initiative. So I am going to add each of you to the combat tracker. You should just be able to go to that combat tracker and hit the little dice to roll your initiative.
Aha! Oh, boo. I didn't like someone rolling higher than me. That's just rude.
And don't worry, this is going to the very bottom here. This is just going to be a placeholder.
Ah.
All right. So you guys get yourselves situated. Physics shouts. And as he does, you guys can see just magical energy apparating and forming these little tiny creatures over here to the east, or sorry, to the west, and over here to the east. East and west, just by the gates. You guys can see these creatures forming. Over to the east, you see a couple of these little cloud-looking faces, and I can share some art here. Let's see. Maybe I can share the art. There we go. This is what they look like, more or less. But one of them is glowing with kind of this green aura, and one of them is glowing with a blue aura. And then over to the west over here, you guys see similar things, but these ones look like they're made of flame, and they look like this.
Oh, it's so
It
cute.
is kind of cute.
Can we give it cuddles? Actually, no, that'd be a bad idea. Yeah, no cuddles.
And one of them is glowing with a red flame, and the other one is glowing with a purple flame. And that is what you guys see. They look like they're starting to wisp towards you. X, it is your turn.
All right. When I do, when I command my unseen servant here, it's one action. Is that correct?
Yeah, so you can, at any point during your turn, you spend an action to sustain it, and then it gains 2 actions. And
Two
you can
actions,
take
that's right.
those and your other 2 actions in any combination you would like on your turn.
Well, then I will sustain it to move it twice, 60 feet.
Okay, very good. It's
Nice.
right up there next to that spider drone, but it is out of actions to actually interact and stick the sticker. Unless you'd like to spend another action and give it a third.
I don't think I do. Does it look like it's a squirrely little thing that's going to move away from me?
As of right now, it looks like it's just rhythmically tip-tapping on little spider legs, exactly the same path it was going before you began. It doesn't look frantic or anything.
All right, we're going to risk that. because I need to help these guys. I'm going to actually cast a spell with my second action. It will be... I'm going to... courage.
Inspire
courage. So just to get the mood going, it starts playing some Bard to the Bone, and gonna do. So I think at this point, I think a lingering. I'll do that lingering composition plus inspire courage. So
Very
I'll do
good.
a performance check, correct?
Yep, absolutely. So free action, you spend a focus point to make this composition linger. So go ahead and make a performance check, and we'll see how long it lasts.
Let's check. Here we go. And since that's with my lute, do I get my I get my instrument, right? So
You sure do. Okay, a 25 is going to be a critical success, which means it's going to last for 4 rounds. And you guys should be able to, if you right click your tokens, there's a little musical note. You should be able to check that to add that Inspire Courage bonus automatically to your rolls.
Yep, that applies to everybody. And then, after playing some tunes, X is going to rush off towards this.
Okay, towards that one over there. X is going for the loot, and that is your turn, correct?
That is.
Very good. Now, Snotnot, you've been blessed by the crowd, by Kyrgyz. Would you like offense, defense, or mobility for your blessing this evening?
Oh man. Best offense is a good defense. So defense.
Okay, defense. Let's see. That is the Kyrgyz Blessing of Endurance. So your AC and saving throws are going to increase by 1 this evening. So just make sure you remember that if it becomes applicable.
Okay.
Thank you very much, chat. Okay.
Love you, chat.
And so sorry, you did slap a sticker on that crate, correct? With your unseen
The bottom
servant?
one? I don't think you had the action.
I did not have the action to do that. Nope.
Okay, so it's just right there for now. Got it. That makes it Brave Guts' turn.
You two seem fine here, but it looks like our bard is in trouble, so I better go look after him. And I'm going to take 2 actions to move 50 feet, just all the way up to this box over here. And I'm going to spend a 3rd action sticking a sticker on it.
Ooh,
So
rock
I do
on.
need you to make an acrobatic since you are technically hopping 15 feet off the lion.
Oh, sure. Do I get a do I get a bonus to this from my by courage? I don't. It would have been
Nope.
added otherwise.
Right.
Get out of here. I got a bloody 23.
All right. You were looking for 20 to not fall prone, take any damage, so you're good.
And
You hop
slap.
right down. And 3rd action. Okay. So you slap a sticker on this crate. It now belongs to you. You don't know exactly what's in there yet, but as soon as you slap that sticker on the crate, the little spider just launches its legs backwards, throws the crate on the ground, and it puts its legs up defensively and turns towards you. And its little gem that looks like its magical focus starts blinking wildly.
This seems like a worry.
And that's all of your actions, correct?
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to say as I pass X, or as I'm here now, I'd also, as I'm running, say, look, I understand going for the treasure, but I do hope that when things do get hairy, we can make this a secondary priority. This was good timing though, but I beat you to this one. Help me.
I was going the long way around to fight anyway, so.
Yeah, of course, as was I. I was only here to protect you. The treasure
Oh,
is
yeah, totally get it.
Of course.
Very good. Now we're using a chest token to represent a crate, but it is actually a crate and not a chest. Don't be fooled by my token. All right, that makes
Ruined
it
the
Soker's
immersion.
turn.
Okay, Soker's just gonna look around oh dear, but the things are over. That looks like it's just you and me. It's not. Draw a crossbow and start shooting at the one that's made of fire next to these wooden barricades. Oh my hard work! Get that one. That one's the most dangerous.
And you shooting at the red or the purple fire one?
I feel like the red fire one is probably more traditional fiery, so I'm just gonna go for that. I'm going to use one action to devise a stratagem, and then my next action to fire the longbow.
And longbow is in range.
Got Inspire Courage, got our dex bonus, all that fun stuff. Gonna roll. Got an 18.
How you feeling about an 18?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
And that's actually a 19 because you are affirmated right now.
Oh yeah, thanks, chat.
Okay, taking the shot.
Yep.
Yeah, you connect with that little fiery wisp.
Awesome. Then I will roll my damage. And
need to add, I think, a d6 to that for your stratagem, correct?
Yeah, I'll double check between turns. There's like some weird rules about what can and can't be added, but for now,
I think you always add a d6 though. Maybe
it specifically needs to be something where you can specific type of weapon.
Oh, gotcha.
If I do, it'll be 5. And for my last action, I will take one more normal shot, no stratagem devised, just a normal roll.
Okay. Yeah, the arrow connects. It stabs right in its face. Its little expression doesn't even change. It just looks shocked. And the arrow burns up right out of its forehead.
Oh, gee. I should have gotten a higher bonus on that. This one's right, though.
Wow. There you go. Okay, that is another hit.
And rolling the damage. And that's my turn. It is just the 3.
Just the 3. Okay.
For devise a stratagem on versus off on the UI.
Gotcha. You're good. Okay, couple arrows connect. Both arrows burn up. It's hard to tell how effective it was as this thing's just expressionless. And that's your turn. That makes it Snot Knot.
Right. The other 2 behind us haven't done anything, right?
Looks like they're getting ready to like wisp towards you, but no, they haven't had their turns quite yet.
Okay. Just making sure that a little early for that. Yeah, so we're gonna sing a Goblin Song because it just feels like an appropriate thing to do.
Very good.
And so get into that.
Yeah, it's really annoying. This is not going to be in the top 10, top 20, or 40, or 8,602.
It's in my top
singles.
10. I don't listen to much music, but it is.
So you have like this lingering jam from X with the off-key goblins.
Yeah, like the off harmonies of a Goblin Song. Yeah, X kind of squints at that a little bit.
And which target are you targeting particularly with this?
The one that wasn't attacked.
Okay.
The little wisp. Great. I think it was the blue one.
Blue one down over here. Yeah, so Sokra was shooting the fire one to the west, and then we have a green and blue to the east.
Oh, sorry, the one next to the one Sokra was shooting at.
Okay,
sorry.
The purple one. You got it.
So purple.
All right.
I can totally see colors right now.
Oh yeah, you have your glasses on. I didn't even think about that.
Everything is red.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a performance check if you would.
Yes, sir. We will do a performance. It'll be the best ever.
Ready for this.
Let's see. And this is versus a will save. What's their will DC? Yeah, it's starting to wisp towards you, and it dances and flutters a little bit. It seems like it's kind of doing a weird jittery dance to your off-key singing. So that was a success. So it's taking a -1 penalty to its will saves and perceptions for a round.
Also, can I jump in? I believe that because Snot Knot has an expert in performance, you can target both Will-o'-the-Wisps with a single Goblin Song.
You're correct.
Oh, I did not know that.
So both, right. Did you want to get the other fire one?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Very good. Yeah, they both start doing like a little wacky dance to your Goblin Song.
See,
we're getting a whole concert going on here. We've got dancing fireworks. We've got a lingering composition. We've got a Goblin Song. All right. Anything else for you? That was only a single action. You've got 2 left.
And then I'm gonna get an ever stance.
Okay, so get your shield out and tell us what this shield looks like. Now you've got this shield at the last arena. You've decked it out now, and you're now grabbing it and wielding it with 2 hands. What does this shield look like?
So it's got a hammer penned shield boss on the front of it, which is just like this extra smile. And so it just looks like this big giant smile on it. And like there's been a little bit of grooves made to like look like eyes. So it's just like smiling at everybody as I'm holding it.
Are the rune stones the eyes? Because you have 2 runes engraved on it.
It's just very happy.
Amazing.
Lady Longshakes approved.
Very good. All right, so you draw your shield. You're in Everstand stance, and it is now the event's turn. So this little spider here is just gonna go moving its way along over here. Oh, that was too far. It needs to be right back there. Okay.
No, keep moving.
This this spider up to the north. And, you know, I'm gonna try to click and drag production around here with me since we're all over this map. This spider has a blinking gem, and it is going to try to latch on to Brave Gut.
Ooh.
No, with that roll. Oh, damn.
That is going to be a 28 versus your armor class.
My 35 AC. No, it hits.
Okay, it jumps up and you feel its little spider legs just wrap around your torso and it just latches onto you. And you start hearing this loud whirring sound.
Oh,
I
gosh.
don't think that. I can't see how this could go wrong.
These little wisps here. This one is going to come fluttering up quite quickly, dancing to the rhythm of the Goblin Song.
That's quicker than I thought it would be. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I did not expect this. I thought we had time.
These ones go flying up towards Snotnot.
That's
They
so
can
fast.
move. They really like my song. They're dancing. Look at me, I'm dancing.
Let's see here. This one is going to move up over here. And this one is going to move up over to here.
They like your cloak.
And it looks like they all just start circling around Snotnot.
Oh, boy.
And that is their turn. It is X's turn.
All right. X. Brave Gut, looks like you got that under control.
Look, I'll be fine. I'll deal with this thing. You get over there and deal with the wisps. They're much faster than I expected.
So I'm going to charge around here. I don't know if I can.
So you can actually, if you hit spacebar while you're dragging, you can like do waypoints to get yourself around the statue.
Oh, there we
the
go.
Barricade. Jump the barricade. Get your horse and jump
Oh.
the barricade. Jump that barricade. Jump the...
I don't know if it's going to withstand that, but that would be pretty epic.
That would
Um,
look cool.
Jump the barricade, land on the bird.
No. Your horse jumps onto the barricade, jumps over the bird, over the goblin, lands on the will-o'-the-wisp, 10d6 crushing damage, and then you swing at the other one and you kill it.
If you want to attempt that, you would roll a spell attack roll.
No, I think it's just a routine.
uh,
You wouldn't roll for walking. You wouldn't roll for opening a door. Why would you roll for jumping a
I don't think
Go
I have to
towards
jump.
over a barricade.
Jump. Well,
And these ones right here are caltrops. And
Is
you would
that-
actually probably figure common sense. You have like a spectral horse. You don't think caltrops are going to affect it.
okay. Yeah, we're gonna just kind of pull around here.
These
Man.
wisps are flying, by the way, so these didn't care much about the barricades. In case you're wondering why they just went right over them.
And X
So
is
crap.
gonna.
You pinned us in.
Which would have been fine
is
if
wrong with you,
everybody hadn't
Sokka?
been so eager to go get their hands on the new toys out there.
X is going to just take an attack just with his rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and
Just
make
at
that
this-
attack.
Yellow guy here. Maybe do a little flanking action for Snotnot there.
Very good. Yep, you are flanking because you are considered every space in your horse there. Also, by the way, before you make this attack real quick, Nathan, you have been major blessed by the chat. So would you like strength, endurance, or mobility?
Strength, endurance. You know what? Strength is what we're gonna go for. Especially, I mean, in this epic moment as I come flying next in here. Let's do it.
Perfect. So with that, you have the major blessing of strength, which means you are going to have +2 on all of your attack actions and spell DCs. And you're going to increase the damage of your attacks by double your level. So +8.
Oh, baby.
Amazing. Where's my blessing of strength?
Okay, does that automatically happen, or I need to?
We'll add it manually. So just roll like normal,
Okay.
and I will consider it in your stuff.
Here's my attack.
Okay, so you are affirmated and blessed. So that's going to be 24, which is going to hit. So go ahead and roll the damage on your rapier, and I will add 8 to it.
It's got 8.
Well, 8 goes up to 9.
Hey,
So you stabbed the green one, you said, correct?
if that is green, then it looks a little yellowish to me.
It is a little yellowish. It's supposed to be green, though. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you stab right into it. You hear, like, when you stab into it, you feel like a gust of wind come blowing out of the wound. No blood, just wind.
The wind.
The
wind actually tussles X's hair, and he thinks he's going to do that again. I got one more action, which I. Go ahead.
You know what? You don't have your own inspired courage on, which means that was 10 damage. Which means, how do you do it? How do you kill it?
Oh, and how do I kill this thing? Yeah, that's what it is.
It
It just blows, and the X just gets this blow of his hair, like looks like it's an extra couple feet behind him as it blows in the wind, and then of course the mist of the horse. Oh, that's epic. That's what he does.
Very good. And that burst of wind blows the mane of the horse, but then shortly afterwards, that wind that came flying out of this thing starts crackling with lightning. And I need X and Snotnot and Sokra to make me reflex saves. And something very noticeable to everybody in the arena here is this lion statue towards the northeast glows very brightly with green and then fades out as this thing dies. Okay, X, you critically succeed. You're taking no damage. Sokra, you succeed. You're taking half damage. Snotnot, you succeed. You're taking half damage. And your Steed automatically fails this.
That's right.
Oh,
it's Connor.
So those who succeeded take 7. X, your Steed kind of jumps up and protects you from this lightning, but it crackles away and leaves you on foot.
Mist.
And I accidentally killed you with it. Let me bring it back. Okay.
7 or 6 damage for 13. Do you halve and go down or halve and go up? Are you a rude, evil person or a lovely guy?
Oh, you're right. It is 6. Thank you. It always rounds down unless specified.
I got one more action, correct?
You got one more action. Yep.
Which I will engage my unseen servant, who will use one action to move and one action to slap one of his stickers onto this treasure chest here, or this robot thing.
Okay. Yeah. So you do that, and same thing. This little spider construct throws the crate back, and it raises itself up, and it starts looking around frantically, as if it's wondering what just did that.
Who was that?
It sounds exactly like that.
Wise guy, eh?
All right, let's see. I need to add you back to initiative as well, since I accidentally killed you there. You were acting right now. So that makes it Brave Guts' turn.
It is Brave Gut's turn. Now, first of all, before I take my turn, somebody redeemed a Brave Gut fun fact. And here's my Brave Gut fun fact for you. If you zoom in, and maybe production can do that, if you zoom in on the picture of Brave Gut, you may notice that he has an earring on his left ear. And that earring he got when his restaurant, A la Ronsur, there you are, received its first. There's a whole series of like culinary rankings, right? And you can win little Absalom stars. And when he won his first Absalom star, he put in an earring, expecting to get 2 more quickly. That has not happened yet, which he doesn't credit to the quality of his food, but rather the politics, the whole association. A lot of the people who make those decisions don't think that a restaurant in the sewers could be good, so they haven't even tried the food. And if they did, he would get the proper accolades that he deserves, but instead they stay up on the surface and they eat elf food like weirdos, and they don't understand, they don't get true cuisine. So far he's only got 1, but there'll be 2 more on that ear by the end of the campaign, I can assure you.
That is amazing. What a good fact. Thank you, Bill.
Meanwhile, I've got a bomb on my chest.
Yeah, and it is Brave Guts' turn.
So, well, can I do something to just literally rip this thing off my chest? Is that an option that I have?
You can either do an unarmed attack, or you can to try to pull it off, or you can do it in athletics, or you can try to do an acrobatics to try to like slip it. But that seems like it would be not very effective with the way it's like just really dug into you right now.
Look, maybe I'll double down on the unarmed attack. Maybe what I'll do to start with.
You can also just attack it if you would like.
Yeah. So maybe what I'll do to start with is I'm going to spend 1 action taking a bestial mutagen.
Okay.
I don't know whether I can hit the use bestial mutagen. It didn't work last time, so I'm just going to keep track of it in my head. Basically, I have a -1 to my AC. That's fine.
Oh, wow. This thing just won't get off of you.
And I'm going to attack this thing. So I'm going to use my... I'm going to try and... Can I make a jaw attack? Does that make any sense? Can I try and smash it with my long teeth?
Yeah, it's like really right up like on your chest/neck area, so you could probably bite into it.
Yeah, it just reaches down to try and like take a bite of the top of this thing. So first of all, as I down my potion, suddenly what are quite demure little rat teeth suddenly grow out to like 5 times this size. I have these massive tusks now coming out of my mouth. The claws on my hands, they grow out way bigger than you could possibly use for cooking well, but very good for destroying small spiders. And I am going to reach down and try and just bite into the top of this machine. And the chest! And rip off part of its outer casing. So I'm going to make a attack with a... Yeah. Again, what does courage do? Does it not add to my attack rolls either?
It does.
Yeah.
It adds to your attack rolls and your damage rolls.
Okay, I don't have this adding currently.
Let's see here. It should, so we'll add it manually. Maybe so. We house rule in our games where if there's multiple status bonuses, they technically don't stack. But I'll let every status bonus, the highest applies +1 for each additional. So yeah, go ahead and add it in there. We'll just manually add it in. Should be at a +13 with affirmation and the courage.
All right. Well, I'll add a +2 here. Gives me a +13 to my roll. The roll was a 13. That's a 26 to hit.
26 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That damage is, I think, actually should be 2 more than that for the... I've just lost it for some reason. Hold on. There you go. I've got it back now. I've killed it. Yeah, so I think that's 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay, yeah, your big tusks chomp right into this metal. It's still latched on. It's still making that whirring sound. Kind of starts to sound like it's malfunctioning a bit. Kind of a...
Sorry, what was that sound?
Like Tim Allen from Home Improvement or whatever that show was.
Oh, that's what it was.
Well, God, I was hoping to be able to start running back, but I suppose I'll use my third action to attack it one more time.
Okay.
I'll swap my claw because I've got a better bonus on a second attack with the claw.
Yeah, you got it.
That says -4. Yeah, it's only -4 instead of -5, I think, because it's a little baby claw. All right.
Yeah, it's only a -4 if it's agile.
So I got a +9 for this one. Oh, rude. That's not going to hit. 14.
14 is actually right on the money.
Good. It's flat-footed. It's stuck to my chest.
Yeah, it is flat-footed.
And I will attack with my claw damage. Oh, not the best, but that is another. That's got the extra, so that's 8.
Yeah, you tear that thing apart.
Yeah.
And it crumples into pieces off of your chest.
Yeah, that's just bite in, claws in, rip everything open. Spider goes flying everywhere. And then I turn and I shout out, "I'll be there soon."
Crowd cheers as you got these big tusks ripping this machine apart. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That's all 3 actions.
Mutagen,
Potion,
bite, claw.
bite, claw.
Sokra, you're up. You've got wisps fluttering all around Snotnot right in front of you.
Oh dear. A good job. No. Yeah, not muted. Good job, brave gut. Get back over here. And then I'm going to drop my longbow, whip out my, I think it's like 7 or 9 bladed Tengu Gale Blade, newly upgraded with the striking rune we got from the last mission, and start going to town on this red guy right here, pausing for but a second to make sure that my footing is right and my aim is true.
This devising a stratagem. This feels like a
Yes.
stratagem.
Yes. Awesome. I'm going to take that 23. I'm going to like come at it from behind, just kind of like distract it for a second with the sled that's on the ground next to me and just start going to town on it. And I'll also loop in Snotnot with my brand new feature somewhere around here that lets me get the +1 from, what was it?
Shared stratagem, I believe, right?
Shared stratagem. That sounds correct.
Ooh.
Where'd it go? It disappeared. Yeah, so Snotnot, I'm going to get it from this side. You get it from that side. And it is going to be flat-footed to Snotnot next turn.
Very good. Go ahead and roll that damage. Oh, wait, did you take the attack or you just devised?
Devised took with the
Hey,
23.
Yeah, and that's with your Gale Blade or with your beak?
That is with my Gale Blade.
Very good. Yeah, that is how do you do it?
That is going to be a just swipe into it with a flurry of blows that all count as one single attack, and it'll just kind of like do that thing after the dramatic final cut in like a samurai movie where it's just like whole for a second and then just kind of rips apart and drifts into dust.
And then the Gale Blade knocks it 15 feet away from the people standing next to it. So it just explodes in the ether and doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, it starts going up in flame as you cut into it.
I like that one. I like that one.
crackling
I like that one.
It's called a Gale
with
Blade.
energy.
It flies away.
And you see that this statue to the northwest glows bright red and then fades. And this just wisps away into a magical energy.
Well, that was a relief. I didn't think that was going to explode on us again.
Okay. Anything else for you, Sokra? I believe that was it, correct? It was draw your Gale Blade, devise a stratagem, attack?
Yep.
Okay. That makes it Snotnot. Oh, by the way, Foresight Faction and Goldbloods, your community project perks were unlocked. Both of them. That means all 4 guilds have their special perks unlocked, and we're going to be divvying those out in the next round. So the next session, not the next round of combat.
Thank you for helping me properly file paperwork. It will pay off, I promise.
Awesome. All right. Sorry. Go ahead and continue, Snotnot.
All good. I forgot to take my 6 points of damage last round. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're totally fine.
Okay.
Damage can always be added later.
So little shiny to my left. I'm going to lift up the shield and I'm going to beat the crap out of it with the shield.
Nice. Which one are you going to bludgeon? The blue or the purple? The blue is up to your north. The purple's down to your south.
Sorry, the purple to my south.
This encounter was not designed with color glasses in mind.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you're totally
I'm gonna have
fine.
to do this.
and me without doing eye makeup tonight. Yeah, so we are going to bludgeon the you-know-what out of the purple.
Okay, you got it. Go ahead and make that attack with your shield. There should be a shield boss strike in your strikes list there.
Yeah, one striking shield boss.
I have to say, until you set this up, I had no idea that like shields could hit so hard in 2E. Okay, 19 is gonna hit. So go ahead and roll me that damage. Okay, 9 bludgeoning damage to this purple one. Your shield connects. You feel like you hear this little like yelp, this little yip, as you beat into it with your shield.
Feel bad for it.
You've got 2 actions left.
Do it again.
Okay.
So, I should just roll I should roll dice, huh? That would be a great idea.
Rolling dice does help in Pathfinder, I've heard.
No, just take the maximum.
27 hits. I'm hoping.
Wow, 27 does hit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Not quite. Let's see. Is that with the -4 or no? Strength +4 trained. So it's not. So that's going to be a 23, which still hits.
Okay. Then damage, yeah?
Yep. Go ahead and roll that
Okay.
damage.
17.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell me how you bludgeon this wisp to death.
So I tell it sorry because I heard it go yip and I feel bad. And then I like pull its smiley face up and go, tell Lady Longshanks I say hello, and just flop it as hard as I can away from everybody. And I'm gonna watch for whatever lion lights up.
Yeah. So like as soon as your shield connects the second time, it is just an explosion of purple flame, and you can see that the statue to the southwest lights up purple and then fades. And I need Sokra, X, and Snotknot to make me reflex saves.
Sorry.
14 is going to fail.
Still inspire courage on there, right?
Actually, I'm gonna quick
Indeed.
use that hero point that chat
Yeah.
gave me.
Go for it. 20 is going to succeed. Nat 20 is going to critically succeed. X cannot be touched by area
Yeah,
effects.
way better.
27 is going to, let's see, is that 28 with your affirmation?
That is.
28's right on the money, a critical succeed.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
glad I'm not there.
Snotknot, you're the only one taking damage here. This one is a big explosion of purple flames. So you're going to take 10 fire damage, Snotknot.
Ouch.
I think that for that critical save, it's the barrier that actually gets lifted up partially, shielding
good
X
point.
momentarily, and then falling back down.
These barriers right here are on fire now.
Oh, nice.
Actually, both barriers are on fire,
Oh,
and the
boy.
sled. Purple fire.
Oh.
Okay. That makes it the event's turn. So this last little wisp here is going to... Snotknot just killed the last one. Yeah, it's going to try to attack Snotknot here. So these little tiny electric tendrils come zapping down at you. 14 is going to miss. It's going to try it again. A 9 is going to miss. And as the last little tendril zaps and misses, you feel like you hear this little internal scream, a little, and then it just explodes right at you, Snotknot. It like goes crashing into the ground like a firework popper, and just lightning bursts at your feet. You make me a reflex save.
I'd feel bad if this wasn't about to do a whole lot of damage.
19 is going to succeed. You're going to take half damage from this. So you're going to take 3 more lightning damage. And that is its turn. At the end of the round here, you guys see magical energy starting to apparate just where those wisps were summoned in. And you guys see these horrible looking zombie undead looking creatures. Couple of different ones on each side. Let's show some art, shall we? Let's see. Where did I put these guys? They're in the undead category. I mean, you guys don't know that.
Yeah, knowing that a zombie might be undead.
Crazy, right?
Ooh,
Okay, so the two to the east look like this. Look like they have these
Ooh.
weird pustules and spines all over them. Very sharp teeth, kind of like between a zombie and a skeleton. And then the ones to the west look like this. A little bit different. Less sharp teeth. They have big, sloppy, almost sharp-looking tongues. It's like the tongue might have a spine on the end of it. And that is the... Oh, and then also little hatches open up in the ground just in front of these gates. And we're going to have a couple more spiders with crates come raising out of the ground. This one to the east has a longer, like 5 foot long, but flatter crate. It's maybe just like 6 inches thick, but 5 feet long. And another like 3x3 crate on the spider to the east. And that makes it X's turn.
Oh, hey, Snot, how you doing? Feeling all right there? I hope so. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna engage my unseen servant, and as quietly as he can, he's gonna make his way over here. 60 feet.
Okay. Unseen servant goes heading up that way. What a handy spell for this arena.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Hey, we're gonna have to kill X and steal all his treasure.
Oh,
Next thing I'll do is I'm gonna. So these barricades they're on fire, right? Like they're not barricades anymore. Or are they still? What's
they're still barricades, but they're glowing with purple fire. They're not like up in like intense flame, but like there's little wisps of purple fire that look like they're slowly damaging the barriers.
Slowly damaging the barriers. So I'm gonna probably just hold my position here.
And Chad is asking, do I have to break the crates? They only have to slap a sticker on the crate and then they own it. None of them have opened the crate yet to see what they're actually claiming. But yeah, if there's a sticker on it, they claim everything inside. Unless they die, then they lose it.
Oh no, now I'm worried that I've claimed like anti-treasure.
Anti-treasure.
Like, oh, you've claimed a very hungry little bear. You have to feed it every day. It costs 100 gold to feed it enough food. Idiot. You dummy. Should have checked first.
I'm gonna cast triple time on just Sokra and Snot here. So
Very
yeah,
good.
X's tune kind of picks up in rhythm a little bit here, and he's starting to get the music rocking. And then, can he just shoot his sling? I mean, he's got a little.
Yeah, he can throw a sling for sure.
What is this? Yeah, and he's gonna hang out. So this thing shoots.
What's the range on a sling? If I remember right, it's like really long. I was surprised how far a sling can shoot.
Oh boy.
And yeah, so your other composition is still lingering in the background, like magically as you start
Correct.
triple time. Triple time for you guys who are affected is plus 10 feet to your movement speed.
Oh yeah. So that I should have let you guys know. We're gonna try shooting this thing.
Okay.
And just gonna shoot it at this guy, this closest zombie here.
All right, and you are affirmated and majorly blessed, so we're gonna add plus 3 to whatever your roll is there.
Sling range is 50 feet.
Let's see here. Ooh, I'm out of range.
I don't know if that just takes it. I don't know how range works in Pathfinder. Does that just take a negative? It's out of range, or is that like can't be done?
Let's see. So, what is the range on a sling here? The range is 50 feet. So for every 50 feet past, it's going to be a -2. But yeah, so it'd be a minus. So you're only at a +1 with all your bonuses if you shoot one of these ones here.
Might as well take the shot.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll. All right, a 15 And you're attacking one. Which one are you attacking here?
That one right there.
That one right there. That's gonna hit.
Sweet. Damage roll here. Oh gosh, damages. But I guess the bonus.
The bonus is +8, so you're doing 10 damage to that. You can feel some kind of greater power edging you on as you fling that sling. Hits it right between the eyes and deals 10 bludgeoning damage. This thing hisses at you and growls.
That's good. X likes that, and he sings a song to chat, really quick. Probably something from, I don't know, Aerosmith, but the actual Aerosmith.
Anyway.
It's called Fletcher.
Yeah, Fletcher.
Very good. Okay, awesome. So one action to do your triple time, one action to do the sling, and one action, I guess, to retrieve your. Oh, one action for the servant.
Correct.
Very good. Okay, that makes it Brave Guts' turn.
Yeah, okay. So we've got these pustulous zombies to the east. We've got tongue stabby ones
stabby tongue zombies
west.
To the west.
I think I agree with the idea that the ones at the east, probably we want to kill them at range before they get close, because they'll explode into a pile of poison monstrosity. So what's a range to throw a bomb?
Range to throw a bomb is 20 feet is your range increment. So it's the same deal.
Okay.
You can throw it farther, but it's a -2 for every 20 feet.
All right. Well, how close can I get? If I'm moving, I didn't get any. I'm not in range to get extra movement speed, or am I?
You are? Let's see here. Triple time. Oh, triple time's a cantrip. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a tempo to all speed for 1 round. Huh. The distance there is missing.
Sorry, I think it's 60 feet.
Yeah, 60-foot radius.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
so that's fine. So I'm in it if you want me to be.
You've been such a great ally so far. So let's keep it up.
So that gives me
and
plus
60-foot emanation's huge.
That gives me plus 10 per movement, right? So I'm at
per
35
movement.
feet. So I can move
70 feet is 2 actions.
Yeah, I might move 2 actions to get within range of. How far is that? Is that? Whoa!
That was 60 feet.
Yeah, so I can move a little closer, but I want to stay as far away as I can. Yeah, I'm now exactly 20 feet away, by my count. So I'm going to throw a crazy big firebomb at that top zombie.
Crazy big firebomb.
Yeah, I'm throwing a moderate alchemist's fire.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so if I throw that.
Now, are your alchemist fire also food, or are these just little vials?
The bombs are vials. I'm not ridiculous. I'm not
You're not throwing like exploding apples here.
I'm not throwing a chicken pot pie that's full of fire. It's not.
We don't waste good food.
Yeah. You eat the food. You throw explosions. So I think that's good. I got 6 plus 2 plus 1. I think that works. Don't think I should have any other. Oh, am I affirmated at the moment? I don't think I am.
You are not. It is Foresight faction affirmated
All right,
currently.
well, I think I've just got the plus 10, unless that hasn't included striking. I'm not sure. But
wow,
anyway, so I should be
29's gonna crit.
Good, crit, brilliant. All right, so let's roll critical damage on an alchemist's fire.
Wow, that's almost max damage too. That was insane.
Yeah, I'll just
how do you do it?
Bravegut is sprinting across the arena, and he says, "I think they might explode if they get too close. Here we go!" And as soon as I get to the line, Bravegut skids in. He's sliding in, staying upright. And so his legs are stationary as he's sliding across the dirt, kicking up a cloud of dust as he reaches into his bandolier, pulls out this large glass vial, hurls it. It goes flying through the air, catches the zombie straight in the face, and explodes. Bits of pustulous zombie flesh go everywhere. And the other zombie flees and he runs away. And the spider runs up and he drops his chest at my feet and he says, "Please put a sticker on this. I love you, Brave Gut."
Yeah, and the last 10 seconds, that was a lovely daydream as the other zombie actually is screaming this horrific feral scream right at Brave Gut.
What about
All
the
right.
part with the spider?
The spider is just, clattering on clockwise.
Trying to help you out there, Brave Gut.
All right, and I think those all 3 actions, a double move and a chuck and a bomb.
Yep,
So we've
double
got
move, bomb.
Sokra. What you got going on, Sokra?
Yes. So I'm going to take a look at the situation and drop my Gale Blade on the little sled next to me and pick up my longbow. That should be 1 action since dropping's a free action.
Yep, for sure. Absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to fire a volley at... I'm a little more concerned about these ones that don't have things between me and them. So the one way down on the left on the top, I'm going to devise a stratagem to see if there's any clever way that I can hit him.
You got it.
There is.
Ooh, looks like there
in
is.
fact,
Wow, how does
clever
a
way I can hit him.
29 feel? 30 even with your affirmation.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna assume that crits.
You can assume correctly.
And do 21 damage.
21 damage. This is piercing. Okay. Yeah, that arrow connects right in there. This thing lets out kind of a similar scream, but it sounds gargled, like there's a lot of fluid in its throat as it growls at you. Okay, 21 damage, but it is still standing.
So those are my actions. I'm wondering if I can get a free action to glance at the barricades and use my architectural lore to get a rough estimate, like maybe, are we talking 1 round, 5 rounds, 10 rounds for how long these barricades are going to last on fire?
Yeah, go for it. I'll let you do a free architecture.
Okay.
Architecture, did I say that correctly? That word sounds wrong to me for some reason.
Architecture.
Wow, okay,
Oh,
yeah, 28.
You know that this purple flame, you notice it doesn't seem to be burning as quickly as you'd expect normal flame to burn. And it's causing damage, but very slowly. They're only taking maybe mechanically a damage or 2 around.
Okay,
mood
don't worry
flame.
about the damage, friends, or the barricades, friends. Really, it's just like they got more dangerous for our enemies, so don't just leave them.
Right
Very
on.
good. Okay. That for Sokra, that makes it Snotknot's turn.
Okay.
Snotknot, you're feeling a little toasty, got some burns, but doing all right.
So let's see. Oops. Haha.
I have to say, all the dice tonight have been fire. You guys have been rolling so good.
Oh, I know, right?
Might not stay that way. So this lion hasn't lit up, right?
Yeah. So the northwest, the southwest, and the northeast all lit up, and then they faded away, and now none of them are lighting up.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, as soon as I find it, I'm gonna blast this lion with Moonbeam.
This one right here in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
the sparkly lions.
Does it blast out of your mouth if I remember correctly?
It's not gonna take a shot.
That's right. Yeah, that moonbeam blasts out there, and there's some burned and chipped stone, but nothing else happens.
Well, that is lame. Never mind, my suspicion was wrong. And then I'm going to raise shields, and I have no range weapons. Feeling kind of silly.
But you have a very nice shield, though.
I do. It is a very nice shield.
And you know what? I respect the moonbeam attempt because you don't solve 100% of the puzzles. You don't try.
I was maybe thinking that like eliminates a round for us or something, but that is not. I don't think that's what happened. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I'm gonna be in Everstand stance and
Okay.
but I'm really far away. Do I have any movement left?
Let's see. So you moved, you moonbeamed, and you raised your shield. So if you don't want to raise your shield, you could move again. But if you want to raise your shield, you'll be done there.
I don't raise the shield. Surely you want to raise that shield. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm raising the shield.
Those look like spitty zombies.
They do look like spitty zombies, so I'll raise the shield.
Okay. That was it for Snot-Knot. So now we have the events turn here. Man, nobody's got near that spider there. All right, this thing is going clockwise. Bloop. Bloop.
And anti-clockwise on the other side?
Maybe? Did it move for you guys?
One of them.
One of the west one did, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's now stuck there, but that's okay. All right, this one's... Oh. I've got to reboot my Foundry here. So that one is going to... They're going to move while my Foundry's reloading. These other two zombies kind of sniff the air for a second, spiny tongues flapping around, and then they spot Snot-Knot, and they both start advancing towards her.
And then they give up.
And they're gonna triple move. They run on their hind legs. They are pretty quick for zombies, but not like anything insanely fast or anything.
Do they not look? Are they not humanoid?
They are humanoid, yes.
Okay, so they ran on their hind legs threw me off for a little bit.
Okay, to clarify, the reason being is this one here is gonna drop on all fours and charge Brave Gut.
There we go. No, I think it's on its hind legs.
Yeah, I guess its hind legs are involved. Okay, there we go. Drones move around, and we've got these zombies. They triple moved. Now these looked intelligent enough. It looks like they're surrounding you purposefully, Snot-Knot. They both kind of circle around again on either side of you, so you are flat-footed. And this one here runs up towards Brave Gut and is going to bite at you with its big old teeth.
I'd like to see it try.
Here's the try. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that is going to do 7 damage to you, and you feel its teeth sink into you, and it just bites in so hard and then bites in a little bit harder, and it rips out a tuft of fur and a little bit of flesh. And it's going to do feast as an action, which is going to... Does this do anything else to you except for just eat you?
The irony of the chef getting feasted upon.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is just going to do a little extra damage, so 4 more. And it looks like this thing gets empowered by it. You see this dark energy kind of move across its chest as it swallows and licks its lips. And that's its turn.
I'm not a fan of this.
X, it's your turn.
And I believe, X, you also have a character fact.
You do.
Wait, what?
Darkest Rabbit has redeemed learn a character fact about X.
Tell us something fun about X.
X. In his pastime, he's taken up a hobby. It's calligraphy. Again, but for the purpose of crafting his flyers. That in the next round, he'll have it for you. But he has been crafting flyers, and that's his little thing. Maybe next he'll take up crochet to again make some merch or something. But he's all about pleasing the fans.
I think we have a flyer here to show off.
Yeah, we do have my old flyer, don't we?
Let's see. X flyer, yeah. There's a flyer from X.
Yeah, this is
one of his... Is that pre or post calligraphy? Have you taken it up since doing that, or?
He got some feedback about this flyer, maybe the illegibility of it, and he said, "You know what? I can change. I can become better," and so he's working on that. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll.
Very nice, love it. Good stuff. All right, and it's your turn, X.
Okay, X. He looks back. Actually, what he does, he pulls out his Drakeheart mutagen.
Yes.
He lifts it to Brave Gut and says, "Cheers," and he drinks that thing. This is, again, just for those who hadn't tuned in, there's a little handoff for this mutagen. And if I click on this, it should just apply it. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so if you click on your token, then inventory, and then you can use it.
Use potion.
So now it's out of your inventory. Now if you just drag that effect, Drakeheart mutagen, onto your token, it should apply the benefits to you.
See if this works.
And if it works, you should see a little potion vial kind of where that fist in the air icon is. Maybe I have to do it. Maybe it's a GM requirement. There you go.
Oh, yep,
I think
AC 23.
there it is.
So he's a little toast to Brave Gut. And he also notices you look fine. You look fine over there. He's going to go...
What did he just consume, Brave Gut? What did it look like?
So the Drakeheart mutagen was in the form of like a pasty. Right? It's it's a fully contained pastry thing full of lovely little bits all hidden inside it. You don't quite know what those things are. Some of them are a little bit weird. It doesn't taste the best because this is my alchemical cooking, not my actual good cooking.
Yeah,
so there's some bits in there that you think, like, why is there just like a chunk of salt like this big, like a real massive chunk of salt right in the middle? I thought it was going to be, no, that's just a big chunk of salt. But it's important for the balance. And as soon as you bite in, suddenly all of your skin starts to harden and form little scales all over your body. And it kind of thickens out, and it's you feel a little bit odd. Feels a bit strange to move around. Your joints feel a little bit leathery, but your skin is beautiful and solid.
All right,
ready to take on the world.
Sounds good.
It's very metal.
I was about to say, this is the death metal cover.
Okay, so that was one action to drink that up.
Picks. You can play better.
One action for that. Let's see here.
And your composition has one more round after this. You're lingering.
Well, then I think I'm going to try to take advantage of that by shooting. Again, my sling and rapier are just so similar. I'm going to just shoot the sling at this guy.
You got it. The one on Brave Gut?
The one on Brave Gut.
Aww.
Okay.
Good choice.
And let's go ahead and roll that thing.
All right. You're still affirmated. Lots of gold blood love tonight. It's 27 with all the affirmations, which is a crit.
Nice.
So you're going to go ahead. You're going to roll your damage critical, and then we're going to add 16 to it. You're just killing it with that minimum damage tonight.
I mean, it's a good practice roll. It was lovely to see, but now do your actual roll.
No kidding, right?
But you do have a hero point. You can reroll damage rolls in the arena with your hero point if you would like.
It seems, yeah. I mean, I'm rolling so hot otherwise. I might as well. So let's do this.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So let's go ahead and reroll that damage roll. That's better.
So it was like tilted on a 1 for a second there. Okay, that's good enough.
And with that hero point use, that's a how do you do it? How do you take out this zombie with
all right.
sling?
Takes the shot, right? And just, gosh, how does he do it? Just a wind up shot right through the head.
Right through the head. And as you're swinging that sling, are you trained in religion?
What a question.
Forget it.
No, I know you're throwing a rock.
Not trained in religion.
But
You hear a rattling with your sling as you swing it, which seems kind of odd because it's just leather and cloth, but there's a rattle to it. It goes right through the zombie's head. It is dead. And you've got one action left. Actually, that would have been, I think with the sling, does that have a reload? Sling. Reload 1. So it would have been a reload and an attack.
Then I'm done.
Okay. All right. That makes it.
Well, real quick, I think since I didn't sustain the unseen servant, it disappears, correct?
It does. But I don't, if you didn't know about the reload, we'll just skip it this one time. We'll say you sustained it.
Hey.
Now we know. I forgot as well that slings were a reload. But now you have an empty sling.
Okay. Done.
All right. Brave Gut, it is your turn. Oh, did you want to move your unseen servant at all?
I definitely do. If you'll give me that as well.
Yeah, go for it.
If that thing comes.
Well, now I don't want to give him the reload. I want him to use the reload so he can't move his servant.
Okay.
The sling rattled. It reloaded itself. Are you ranked in religion, Brave Gut?
Yep. Actually, I don't know if that's true. Might be. No,
Yeah,
not at all.
yeah,
but I've
I'm
got
done.
a +10 in occultism. And really, what's the difference? Ooh.
All right. Okay, that was X's turn. Brave Gut, you're up.
All right. So I don't have any zombies to kill over here. But there's still some worrying stuff happening. So I don't think I'm going to run for more treasure. That seems rude. So I should head up. How long does the extra movement speed last? Is that still going, or is that just for one round?
That one was not lingered, so that one was just for one round.
Okay, so I'm back to normal movement. Oh, that is rough. Getting up here cost me an extra 5 feet of movement, doesn't it? To get up onto the...
It does.
All right, so my first move can only be 20 feet. All right. Well,
Yeah,
let's
triple
do that.
time is good. 10 feet of movement tends to make a big difference.
Yeah, it really does. All right, let's call that 25 feet by going just 20 because we had a square of difficult terrain.
For sure, for sure.
I'll move another 25 to here. I'm trying not to step over those caltrops, I think, in this area, or whatever it is that's in the area.
For sure.
And if I wanted to throw another thingy, I'd have to be a bit worried because you'd be caught up in any splash damage that I did.
That's what reflex saves are for.
True.
Real quick, so
they're so far out of range anyway.
And there's still 2 zombie guys on there. Are they? Okay, never mind. We're good.
Yeah. Those 2 zombies are what I'm trying to get close to. That's why I'm not heading for the spider. What can if I know these caltrops are here because they've been laid by an ally? Can I make some check to jump over them, knowing that I saw them get set up, so they're not taking me by surprise?
Yeah, you just got to make me a pretty easy acrobatics check or athletics check, and you can hop over them.
In which case, maybe I'll just move another 25 feet to start getting close to the fight.
For sure.
Annoying that I can't do anything else, but I can't do anything else. It's too far away.
Okay, make that athletics. Only looking for a 10.
Oh, okay. I only need to
Actually,
roll.
only looking for a 5 because you have a running start.
Does it matter that I have +8 then? I just want to not roll a 1.
Yeah, you still
Right, I got
roll
a
1.
Easy. Great.
You got
Very
it.
Good. So I'm here. I'm ready to go. Also, I don't think I need the running start for the bonuses because I've got quick jump.
You're absolutely
But I had
good.
it anyway. But I'll just hang out here because I can't really throw anything because I've used all my 3 actions. But I'm here. I'm ready to go. That's my
Okay,
turn.
Brave
What
Gut
a
is
turn.
in position, and it's
Too
Sukra's
long to do
turn.
nothing.
Nice shot, X. Really good. Oh, and welcome to the fray, Brave Guts. And then take a quick shot.
I killed. What are you? I just killed the zombie over there.
He's like
Oh
missing a chunk
no,
of
you
shoulder.
were doing great over there. Don't worry. Good job. Devise a stratagem on. So I was hitting the one that is above Snot Knot earlier, right?
This one is quite hurt.
Yes,
It's got an arrow in the back of its head still.
To devise a stratagem on the one that is below Snot Knot. I'm going to roll that. Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
you were just crushing these rolls tonight. All of you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. Cool. 30 with affirmation. Roll
Crit?
that critical damage for 31.
Yeah, and that's on this one.
Amazing.
You chose the new one?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll give it flat-footed against Snot Knot, but I guess I don't get to help my allies.
I just duck
mean,
under my shield, please.
Exactly. Dead is flat-footed, so tell me how you do it.
I'll make it under the
Oh,
shield.
I just like I catch a nice angle on the lion statue over below that people are fighting next to, and just like shoot a chunk of rock off of it, and just slams like a bullet into the zombie's head. Is dead.
clean through, and it is down. That was one action.
Oh dear, I wasn't expecting that to work so well. Well,
Try it again.
What is with
Oh my
gosh!
gosh!
What is with investigators in this campaign overperforming all the time? It's insane.
Why can't these dice be the dice that I always have?
How do you kill this one? You left this one on 2 hit points last time.
Well, it's very dead now.
Yeah, how do you do this one? Just double shot right through the head on this one too?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like, Snot, get ready. I'm going to hit the other one and then shoot it. It's dead. Snot's like turned around, shoot the other zombie into it, and it just kind of like slides down to the ground in a pile of muck.
The cheer is getting hyped. You see rat folks waving hot dogs in excitement up in the stands. And that you got one action left.
I don't even know what to do with this. I don't. No, I don't. I do not have that much power. I did use devise a stratagem. That is one extra action. That's my turn.
Okay, that makes it Snot. You have 2 dead zombies on either side of you.
Nothing to do.
I just kind of come out from the shield behind the shield and be like, "Why am I here?"
You're welcome. Good job. Very good distraction. I wouldn't be able to do that without you.
Thank you. Thanks. Sorry. I was expecting to be fighting zombies. That was the whole strategy.
It does change your plan when everything dies.
Return to the barricade. I can heal you.
Yeah, I'll go get healed.
Okay. Gonna go back to the barricade.
Oh my goodness. Okay, where's my 60 feet? That's 40. Oh, can't even see.
Chat said shot through the head and you're to blame. X's song is on point.
I think I ran past.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I pictured this fight being more difficult at this point in time.
So did I. So did I.
Okay.
I'm the tank, and I haven't done any tanking.
I mean, you've taken some hits. You got a little beat up. All right. Anything else for you? You got one action left, I believe.
Shields up, I guess.
Shields
I'm
up.
just gonna shield up because I don't know what's coming next.
Sing us a Goblin Song.
Right.
There's nothing to affect with the Goblin Song, though. You don't want me to sing it at you. That'll give
sing
you
it
a
at us. We love it.
disadvantage.
You guys, at the end of the round here, you hear physics. This is going wonderfully. Let's turn up the heat. And you guys see 4 very large, identical glowing auras start apparating in the same spots to the east and west. And let's show a little bit of character art here, shall we?
They're requesting Freebird.
Very large birds with big, long, taloned legs screech and growl as they come getting summoned in. These spiders continue to skitter scatter. That one goes over there.
Not gonna lie, I want to ride one.
I was thinking the same thing.
They're super cool. Okay, that is it for the event. So X, you see these large birds screeching all around you. What are you doing?
And the reverberation of my lingering composition has kind of died down. Is that correct?
Yeah, so at the end of your turn here, so no, this is the final round. So if you don't linger it again here, it'll be done at the start of your next turn.
Okay, so yeah, I will pause it. Is anyone going to move in? Because I can cast my triple time to get someone into. Again, if that's someone's strategy, I can help you move. But otherwise, I'll just hang out.
I'll probably be healing,
Okay.
but then I might run out into combat. Like I do well on the front lines.
Because
And I gotta get close enough to throw my bomb as well.
Then I'll do this. I will cast. It's just a cantrip, so I'll cast triple time.
Triple time it is.
Triple time. So
10 feet extra for everybody.
Everybody. So everyone gets 10 feet. And then I will.
And would you like to linger that? You could linger that if you wanted.
I don't think I want to linger that.
Okay.
Right now.
Is there a drawback to lingering it? Does that take extra?
Well, it's my slots.
Oh, I see.
That one takes his focus points.
So I can linger. I mean, if you feel like mobility is going to be the most helpful thing in the net, otherwise I would rather linger the courage.
Whatever you want.
Bonuses. So I'm going to do that.
Mobility helps, but whatever you want.
At least I'll give you mobility this turn. So he just starts ripping out a tune there while he reloads as well. He's going to reload his sling. He gets that.
Okay. So sling reloaded, tuna jamming. You got one action left. Are you sustaining that sermon?
Oh, you bet I am.
Look
And
at that. Cut off that spider.
And it will use its action to stamp that one.
Okay. Second chest gets stamped, not chest. I'm calling him chest now. It's a crate. The crate is stuck, and the spider throws it to the side and aggressively starts looking around for an offender, but does not see one.
I mean, can't it make a guess? Like, it just got concealment. Complete concealment.
I'm done.
You gotta make a guess.
But his spider just doesn't.
And that makes it Brave Gut's turn.
All right. So first of all, now that Snot is back here, Bravegut is going to use an action for battle medicine. I've got my expanded healer's kit with me. I'm going to try and use an action to battle medicine heal Snot.
All right. So you're going to be making a medicine check. Do you have those expanded healer's tools you guys got?
I do. They're in my inventory. I'm ready to go.
Cool.
Very nice.
Do
Don't
they give you
fail.
a bonus at all? 'Cause they're expanded.
They give you a +2, I want to say. Let's take a look here. I have them in the items still.
No, just a +1 item bonus.
Just a +1. And now, are you trained expert?
I am trained, I think, in trained.
Okay, so you can only go for a 15. So go ahead and make a medicine. You are not affirmated at the moment.
Yes, I think I just have the +6.
Correct. Well,
got
that'll do it. Yeah, that is going to succeed. So that is going to be 2d8 of healing. And then Snot cannot be battle medicined by Brave Gut for the rest of the match.
But you heal 11 health.
Okay, I will take that.
Very good, very good.
Then I'm going to take some movement. So I'm going to move myself. I can go, 35 feet? How far are you? Oh, this is kind of rough, isn't it? I want to get closer to the birds. But also, I want to get close enough so I can attack. If I move 35, how far away am I from these birds?
I'm not going to make you roll on the caltrip since you have quick jump. It just feels like you can just kind of
Sure.
naturally hop over that.
The bird is 45 feet away. That's very irritating. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to try and throw something anyway. I'm going to try and chuck a bomb at the bird.
Okay, so you're going to go at a -2 since it's out of your range increment.
Yep. Throw an Alchemist Fire. Got the +1 from Spire Courage. I'm not affirmated, I don't think.
Nope, still over to the Foresight faction.
Okay, so I'll just roll this.
Man, it doesn't matter because you're
That's a
rolling
24.
so good. 24 is going to hit.
Nice. All right, let's roll the damage for the Alchemist Fire. And that's 10 damage.
10 damage and
and persistent fire damage.
Okay. It takes the damage and it goes up in flames. It's flapping its feathers wildly.
Nice.
Okay.
And that's my whole turn. Heal, move, bomb.
Done and done. Sokra, you're up. Would you like to be a pro sniper again?
Yeah, I am going to. Let's see. I guess. So for the chests, there's one on the bottom left that hasn't been claimed yet.
Yeah. So there is this one to the southeast that is still being carried.
Okay.
The actual chest icons mean it's been claimed. If you see a spider without a chest, it's unclaimed.
Okay, I'm gonna leave those for now and bust out some more. Let's see if I can pronounce the pun right. Leg crowless moves. Almost works.
Wonderful.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the one on the top left.
Okay.
I got a
and
crit
that one
fail.
that happened eventually.
I'm gonna reroll that. I have a hero point.
You have one hero point. Let's see if you can do better than the nat 1.
Nope.
What?
There goes all my luck.
Natural
There
one.
we go.
The
Carmen
dice
balance
have
has been
spoken.
restored.
It was meant to be. Okay, I have a rollable table for this.
Oh no.
So let's see what you get here.
Actually, so hold on. This is devise a stratagem, right?
Oh, it is devise a strategy.
So I
guess
just
you
don't take it. And I fire off. I have to pick a different one. So I
Yeah,
will.
so your next attack will be that. So you actually, if you want to not get a nat 1, you can't attack this turn with a bow.
Yep. So I'm just going to go to the one slightly down. Top one, bad idea. Bottom one, better idea. Not good enough. So I'm going to go for that -5 multi-attack penalty for my third action. And it's also bad. Cool. That's my turn.
How?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just a little flustered. Those hits got my feathers all ruffled. Oh.
It's the cloak. It's the cloak, Sokra. It's messing with you.
I'm so sorry. This bird
Yes, it is
reminds
really
me of my
breezy under
grandfather.
here.
He looks just like my grandfather.
All right, that makes it Snotnot's turn.
And they're just chilling.
Oh no, they look like they're angry and ready to charge you guys. They just haven't acted yet. They just barely got summoned in.
Angry birds.
Yes. But at least they're not emus.
Oh, emus are fine. Cassowaries will kill you.
True. But my government didn't declare war against emus.
Neither did ours. That's a ridiculous myth. It was 2 guys in a truck. That's Australian Army. A little bit more than 2 guys in a truck.
All right. Okay.
You have that 10 feet of bonus if that helps at all.
Yeah, that's gonna help. I think I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna move this way.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, the full 60 feet, and I'm gonna break out the fancy moves.
Breaking out the fancy moves. Is that the Goblin Song?
No, it's where I do the crazy dance, and if it works, I demoralize them.
Very good. Okay, go ahead and let's do that.
I need to roll performance.
Oh, it's actually called Fancy Moves.
It's called Fancy Moves.
Oh my god.
I'm supposed to show off my fighting style, but you've met me and my cousins, so it will be an epic dance.
Your fighting style is very, very interpretive. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and go ahead and make a. Use a performance.
It's performance. So I'll give it a go. 26.
26.
Are they demoralized?
Which one? So you. This is a demoralize, which targets one creature technically. So which one are you like really dancing at?
The north one. I am
The
full
north one.
feathers, just kind of doing the one up higher.
So that is a crit success. So it is frightened 2.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And this thing starts, it's roaring and growling and scraping its tail like it's going to charge. And it just cocks its head back and starts kind of like backpedaling and looking nervous. And that was Snot-Knot's turn. So yeah, this one's actually is just going to back off for a minute. It backs into the gate and nervously looks back. Its frightened condition goes down by 1 at the end of its turn. So we'll lower that by 1. And then this one looks angry. This one doesn't know what you're doing, but it's mad about it.
Cool.
So
I moved the fancy moves, and then I'm going to put the shield up.
oh, okay. Wait,
One,
so
two.
did you move twice in fancy moves, or did you move twice in shield block?
No,
Or did you move
I
once?
moved, did fancy moves, which is the action,
Okay,
and then lifted the shield.
gotcha.
Unless you're considering it a movement to fancy moves and then do
You took 2 moves, didn't you? Move 60 feet.
Yeah, I think if you moved 60, it would be a double move.
I missed. Okay, sorry. It's a double move. You're right. It's a double
Okay.
move.
Cool.
Sorry.
No worries at all. Okay, so this thing is going to charge at you,
Cha, cha, cha.
and it is very fast. It comes running up. It's going to like leap at you talon first.
Cassowary death.
Yeah, you don't like this.
That is 18 versus your armor class.
If I'm remembering correctly, my armor class is 21.
Okay, that's a miss.
Get out of here, Terrorbird.
And then it's going to attack again with its it goes to like open its beak. It's got big old sharp teeth under there. And that one's going to be a 22.
That does hit.
And that one is going to, let's see, what does this thing got here?
Oh, wait. Don't you have an AC bonus because you're blessing?
Oh, I do have an AC bonus because of my blessing, but
Oh,
if it's
yeah.
a tie, does that, because it would be 22 versus 20.
Versus 22, yeah. So meets
Yeah.
it, does indeed beat it. But-
Thank you, Brave Gut. I appreciate
Doesn't the
it.
bird get a -1 for being a dumb bird?
It's a very smart bird. All right, that's going to be 12 piercing damage as it bites down onto your shoulder.
Cool.
And that's its turn.
It's only a flesh wound.
Only a flesh wound. This one here is on fire and is going to spend it's going to take persistent damage first. So it takes 2 damage. Then it's going to make a flat check. Its fire does not go out. And it's going to spend an action trying to put itself out. That's going to boost its flat check on the next turn. And then it's going to run up to Brave Gut here. And it's going to Talon first on fire.
Did you take the difficult terrain?
They ignore it.
Damn.
It's going to
have
be a
the
21
flappies.
versus your AC.
Oh,
They have
that is
what?
right on. Oh, no, wait, no, it's not in mine. Yeah, you hit.
Okay. So that is going to do this much damage.
0. Oh, wow.
Does 9 damage. And then it spends its last action. That foot comes up, the talon claws you. Just a powerful leg just kicks you right in the chest and knocks you down. So you are prone.
Rude.
And this one sees that you're knocked down and is going to use an action called Sprint and just very quickly run up to you here and take advantage. And its beak is going to come right down and try to chomp at you while you're on the ground. So you're flat-footed while on the ground. And that's going to be a 24.
Then that'll hit.
Okay. That's going to be 11 more damage. And that is their turn. Is there any spiders left? Oh, we already moved the spiders.
There's one at the bottom right that hasn't moved.
Oh, we did
So-
move this one. Okay.
And
this
the other one
spider
attacks the
moves?
ghost.
The other one attacks the ghost. Other one is just chilling, looking around for something corporeal. And that is the end of the round. With the end of the round, we are going to take a break. So we're going to be back.
I'm going to get eaten by bird.
Will Brave Gut get eaten? We'll find out in about 15 minutes. So stick around. We'll catch you guys in a few and hang out. We'll be right back. Welcome back, fellow geeks, to our arena match of the evening. We've got Brave Gut, Sokra, Snotknot, and X, and we are in the middle of combat. They are all trying to survive. Currently, it's all just working together. Will there be backstabbing? It's yet to see. It's yet to see. We'll have to see how it goes. But as for right now, it is all nothing but the power of friendship. Now, Brave Gut's got a hero point. Snotknot's got a hero point. X has a hero point.
I do.
Snotknot's got a minor blessing, and X has a major blessing. So thank you for that, chat. You guys have been crushing it on those interactions. And Brave Gut is on the ground, cornered by a couple of terror birds. So I vote we jump back into the top of the round. Oh, production's reminding me in my ear, let's do a giveaway because we have a giveaway up. So we're going to do our drawing for our dice tray. It's a nice, it's one of those dice rollers that like have the buttons that snaps up into a little tray with felt on the inside. They're very nice. So last chance, I'm going to give 10 seconds to hit exclamation point enter and enter this giveaway. Do it now because we're going to draw for it because we want to give you guys some stuff. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's close the giveaway. Let's draw for the giveaway. I'm going to find my Foundry in the meantime. I seem to have lost it on one of my screens. I found it. Don't worry, guys. Okay, giveaway is closed. Drum roll, production, give us a winner. And it is the Darkest Rabbit. Did I say that right? Darkest Rabbit? Yes, Darkest Rabbit. You won the giveaway. So congratulations. We'll be in contact with you. We'll get your information and we will make sure that we get you a lovely dice tray. Now, production can whisper in my ear again if I'm wrong, but we're going to put up another giveaway and we have a mug from Level 1 Gamers to give away. We'll draw that at the end of the session. So once you see that giveaway go back up, enter again, and we'll get it going. Okay, with that out of the way and done with, let's jump back in. X, it is to you at the top of the round.
All right, let's get back to it. Question about
yes
this spell. If I cast Summon Steed, can I cast it right underneath me so that I'm mounted?
Let's see. This is Phantom Steed.
Phantom Steed.
You could in theory, but I think the problem is I think Phantom Steed is a longer cast. Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, it does. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. That's not going to do it then. Never mind. Well, I still feel like I need to get mobile here and help out. I mean, Brave.
Oh, and your composition that was on the air lingering with the crowd is now faded.
And gosh, I had a whole break to think about what I was going to do, but I was stuck on mounting my summoned steed. So
I mean, that's an awesome image. So I don't blame you. Like
I was totally playing that out. I was going to role play it, and anyway.
Oh, you could heal me.
Oh, I could.
it's in the running.
That'd be all right.
It is one thing I could do of many. But this is kind of what I was thinking. And I feel like I'd be better positioned to help out Snotknot.
Okay.
So I am going to move my 25 feet. And I think I'm just going to move another 25 feet.
Okay, another 25 feet moved. Sustaining that unseen servant or doing another action?
Definitely sustaining that unseen servant.
Okay. There is one last spider roaming around down here to the south. And everybody go ahead and take off your composition music notes because Inspire Courage is over. All right, that was X's turn. Brave Gut, you're on the ground. There's a flaming bird and non-flaming bird, very large, standing over you. Vicious beaks biting down at you. What are you doing?
All right. So I'm trying to think of the best way to take this turn. Currently, my bestial mutagen is actually lowering my AC a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an action to have all of my teeth and claws retract back into my mouth and hands respectively. So Brave Gut immediately goes back to looking how he always looks. And in doing so, I also gain hit points, which is 1d6 for every 2 levels. I think because it's only level 3, it rounds down. So I just get 1d6 healing, which is not much, but still.
No, it rounds up. It's like a spell track.
Oh, great. Then I get 2d6 healing.
Yeah.
So that'll get me 9 heal.
Very
So I'll
good.
put my health back up a little bit. So from 15 up to 24. And I'm no longer bestial. What is getting up from prone? Is that going to take a full action, or does it reduce my movement, or what?
Yeah, it's a full action. Single action stands up. If things do have
Rough.
op attack, it will trigger. If they don't.
Rough. Well, you know, I'm going to stand up.
Okay, you stand up. There's no op attacks.
Cool. And I will then spend my final action moving 25 feet back behind the barricade.
Like jumping over those caltrops, the birds screech at you. They get low as if they're going to chase you.
Yeah, and that's all 3 actions, which is irritating, but I've done it. So there we are.
Okay, that was Brave Gut's turn. Sokra, what are you doing? Lots of vicious birds about.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, oh dear, Brave Guts, you're wounded.
Yes, birds are rather annoying.
Yes,
Present company accepted.
Thank you. I'll try and help. Just give me a second, and I'm going to see if I can devise a stratagem to help out. Actually, I'm going to. Okay, Chase, how will you rule holding an action to devise a stratagem that turns into a strike?
So I would have you devise a stratagem as 1 action and then ready the strike as 2 actions. Because readying a strike is 2 actions, and you could the devise a stratagem, I believe, just applies on your next strike until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So you can
Really?
devise it, and then you can decide to ready it or not.
Okay, so holding an action is multiple actions in this case.
Correct. And it looks like somebody's going to give you a last minute Patreon blessing here.
Ooh.
So yeah. Which one would you like, Sokra?
I don't know my options. This hasn't happened to me before.
Offense, defense, or mobility are the themes you're picking from here.
Oh man. Let's see. The best defense is a good offense. To take the opposite of snot not.
Very good. Okay, so you're going with strength.
Yeah.
Here is what you get. You're to a minor here, so that is going to be +1 on all your attacks and spell DCs.
Okay.
Let's kill both
I'm
birds.
going to move over by Brave Gut here. If I can pick up my character. Will you let me?
I think you have the wrong tool selected.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over by Brave Gut to provide a bit of a buffer. I'm going to have dropped my longbow, picked up my Gale Sword, and then that's 1 action, 2 action is move, 3 action is battle medicine on Brave Gut.
Oh, nice. Love me some
Yes.
battle medicine.
Where do I do that? I do that here.
Yep. Are you trained expert?
I should be trained if I recall correctly.
Very good.
Yes.
Can only go for a 15 then on the battle medicine.
Sounds good. If I recall correctly, I am affirmated.
You sure are.
So let's see if I get the good rolls or the bad. It's a good roll.
Yes.
There you go. That's going to be a 23, which is going to be a success. So 2d8 hit points to Brave Gut.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Hey, that's a good roll.
Nice.
that's what I needed. Gets me up to
Okay.
36.
Yeah, that's all 3 of my actions.
Wonderful. I'm back in the fray.
Very good.
I believe in you,
Alright.
Brave Gut. Come on, let's show them. Let's show those other
Yes.
birds.
Let's destroy them with fire and fury.
That makes it Snotnot's turn.
And I got one awfully angry looking, not Kentucky Fried Terror bird.
Yep.
Looming.
And the other one is looking like it's getting a bit braver, but it still looks very nervous about whatever kind of performance you just pulled off.
You know what?
Awesome.
We're gonna try some more fancy moves.
Nice. Going on the one right in front of you this time?
Yep, because that's the one that's a problem.
You got it. Go ahead and make those fancy moves. Just like from behind your shield and some
Just
kind of like
like-
shield shuffle.
That's what we're going for. Sorry. Where'd they go? Sorry.
Man, could you imagine a KFC like drumstick that big? Sorry, chat's talking about Kentucky Fried Terror Bird.
Yep. So Brave Gut, we're gonna have this at your restaurant after, right?
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Look, if the birds are fake, aren't they? They're going to disappear into the ether. Ugh,
Everything is so far whisked away.
ridiculous.
All right.
What's even
Roll.
the point?
Rolling a performance, getting the shield ready. Here we go. I'm just gonna.
Oh, baby.
27's another crit success.
Oh, destroy them!
These
Get outta
things are
here.
so just not at ease at what you're doing behind your shield there. Oh, I didn't mean to take it away. It's still there.
Nope, no, you've done it now. You got to commit. It flew away.
I'm just like,
It is frightened 2.
X is like coming up behind you and he sees this performance and he is impressed. Like, wow, this is
so
a dance party. This isn't an arena battle.
that's what happens when you take a goblin to an arena. You don't know what you're gonna get. Oh, and why not? Is it close enough for me to bite, or did it like run away?
It hasn't run away yet. It looks like it's getting ready to, but it's still very biteable.
I'm gonna bite it.
In fact, I would say that I would be more prone to run away from somebody who did that and then bit me.
Yeah, I'm gonna break out the jaws.
Okay.
and I'm gonna. But the
You're getting
ears
some
are,
you're getting some Kentucky Fried Terror Bird anyways.
whether they disappear or not. The ears are coming off, y'all. I'm just gonna. 17.
17, since it's frightened, is going to hit.
Cool.
Nice. Eat
And-
that bird.
We're gonna hit some damage and
Okay,
9.
very respectable. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah.
9,
Wait.
9 damage because you're blessed with defense.
Yes, and it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, you get a mouthful of feathers and bird.
So let's see, fancy moves, and then
Fancy moves, bite. You got one action
Bite.
left.
I'll raise the shield up. Just kind of.
Got to protect yourself while you eat the bird, right?
Well, and anyone else who's showing up after, it might get some courage. We'll see.
Very good. Okay. That was Snotnot's turn. It is now the event. We have got this spider on the move, just rotating around the arena. This bird is unsettled and flees back over to here. You don't have
Oh.
op attack, right? Snotnot?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And this
Be nice if
one
I did.
now gets a little, this one's frightened value goes down to 1 at the end of its turn. And this one has some courage now and is going to run up to you. It's still frightened, so it's taking penalties, and it's gonna go Talon first.
Cool.
Here we go.
Oh,
That is a
failure.
nat 1.
What an idiot. Dumb bird.
It's still just really uncertain about what's going on. So we're gonna
I'm
roll
just
on the
gonna,
critical
like-
fail table. All right. This was an unarmed attack, so it falls prone. It goes skidding Talon first and just falls on its back.
I'm just
And
gonna
it's-
kind of like flitter from behind the shield.
And its last action is going to be standing up, and it's done. Okay, these two birds here. This one, they were both chasing Sokra, not Sokra, Brave Gut. This one's on fire. It's going to make its flat check. It worked at putting itself out last turn, so it's a lower DC. That does stop. It's no longer on fire, but it does take the 2 damage first.
Get out of here. And it dies.
And this one goes running towards Sokra, or towards Brave Gut. Sokra steps in front. It's going to redirect on Sokra. What happens when this steps in the caltrops?
Death.
I mean, yeah, it's just caltrops. It makes a athletics check. I think it's DC 16.
Here we go. It did it. Anything on a success?
Nothing on a success. It just doesn't get hurt.
It's just got such big bird feet. Doesn't even look like it phases them. It's going to lift a caltrop studded foot and kick it at you. This is towards Sokra, by the way. That's going to be a 27.
Okay. Doesn't crit. That
is important. Okay, here's the damage on this thing. That's going to be minimum damage for 5. So 5 piercing damage as the talon cuts you, and then its last action is going to be just strong kicking you to the ground. So Sokra falls prone.
Oof.
Okay, and then this one is going to come over here, and it's gonna take an action to step up on the barrier, and its feathers light back up with some purple fire. So it's now taken 1 persistent purple fire damage.
AIDS.
And then its last action is going to be to bite down at you, Brave Gut.
I can't even. It's too high up. How's it going to get me?
With a nat 20 is how it's going to.
I can't make it reroll, can I?
You know, sure.
Cool. I'll use my hero point to make it reroll.
That's just going to be a standing thing in the arena now. I didn't really mention it in the rules because we don't typically have this many creatures, but let's do
Change the rules. Here we go.
We are the rules. Okay, it's going to roll again.
Get a 1. Roll that 1.
It didn't roll 1. It's not a crit, maybe? A 26?
No, my AC's 21. Get out of here.
Okay, cool. No crit. But it does bite you. Man, I'm rolling so rude against you right now, Brave Gut. 12 damage.
Bloody hell. I just healed that 12 damage.
Oh, careful of the stitches. Oh, there they go. Oh. Why'd they even bother?
And in fact, the barricade's going to break. It steps on there, it lights on fire. That barricade is gone.
Then the bird takes shattered wood damage.
It's just going to crush it with his big old bird feet.
Sounds
And
like
that's their turn.
favoritism
So,
to me.
X, you're up.
Hey, X is rushing in to help Snot here. Moves, and he will strike with the rapier.
Okay, moving up to fight. Spurt is frightened 1, still got a bit of lowered AC. And an 11 is going to miss unless you want to spend that hero point and re-roll it.
I think this is as good a time as any.
All right.
Here it goes.
Oof, okay. That's going to be a 15 with all of your bonuses considered. And it is still just barely going to miss. So you go stabbing at it, and it's like backing up a bit. It's still very unsettled from Snot Knot, and you just miss it.
Okay.
Unsettling.
And
You got
then,
one action left.
My unseen servant moves.
Okay.
Can it move
Sustaining
around
it. Yeah, it'll have to go like around the bird, so you'll be 1 further back. No, it ends the same spot. Because it'll be 1 back, so it'll be like right there. Because you'll have to do 2 diagonals to get around it.
Will he get stomped on by a bird, though? That's what I'm going to do. He's just going to kind of come this way.
Give the bird a nice wide berth.
Done.
Okay. That's X's turn. Brave Gut, you're up.
All right, first things first. I want to kill. It doesn't take an action, right, to look at this flaming bird. That's the same bird that I did my first fire attack to, and then it's taken like 4 persistent fire damage since.
Yeah,
and now it's on fire again. Does
Mhm.
it look like how hurt does this bird look?
It looks pretty crispy. It's looking like a little. It's breathing heavy. It's looking a bit fatigued.
I'm trying to see. I wonder if I could kill it with the splash damage from hitting the other bird. I'm going to give that my first action. I'm going to throw another one of my alchemist fire bombs, and I'm going to
Okay.
try and I'm going to land it on the top right square of the bottom bird.
You got it. Okay.
So I'm attacking the bottom bird, but splash damage will hit the top bird.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that up.
Hits. So I'll throw my alchemist's fire. Why is that down to a 9? Does that make sense? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't have courage anymore, do I?
Nope. No more courage. No affirmation.
Okay. Got a 20.
20 is gonna hit.
Great. All right. It explodes with another 9 damage.
Okay.
It also does 2 damage to the top one.
2 damage to the top one. It is still standing.
And the bottom one gets 2 persistent fire damage.
Okay. It is on fire. You have 2 birds on fire right in front of you. One purple,
Is that my last
one red.
bomb? Have I
That was
thrown
your
4 bombs?
That
My
was your
third bomb.
third.
Okay, good. Great. I've got one more bomb. Okay, that's one action. Top one's still standing. I don't like that. I'm going to then spend another action. What am I going to do? I'm going to maybe take... It's only going to increase by 2. I'm trying to think whether I want to take a Drakeheart mutagen. I think I will. I'm going to down a Drakeheart mutagen. That's going
Okay.
to up my AC to 23.
Yeah, and you can go ahead and let's see. Do we still have that effect up in chat? I'm sure we probably do. Somewhere. Or you can put it in chat, whichever works. I found it. Bam, there you go. Drake hearted.
Great. I'm now Drakehearted. And my third action, maybe I'll try and punt this bird to death.
Say punt the bird to death?
Yeah, maybe I should punt the bird to death.
It's definitely an option.
I'm trying to
I'm
think how
gonna
much
try and
health
dance
has.
it to death.
If I attack, am I going to take it after throwing a bomb? Am I going to go down to like a +5 instead of a +9?
If you attack it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I
So
going to take
you're.
the penalty for multi attacks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So right
Is
now
that
you're at a
worth doing?
-5 or 4, depending on if it's agile or not.
Is that worth doing, or do I just massively up my defense? Sokra, shall I punch the bird, or shall I try and turtle up?
Yes, punch the bird. I like my meat well tenderized, thank you.
All right, I'll try and punch this bird.
And did you do a Drake or a bestial mutagen there?
Drakeheart. So my AC's up. My.
So you're just
I
doing.
can't-
This is just a hand wraps punch.
It's just a punch, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just hoping it's on low enough health. I'm gonna miss, I'm sure. No, I'm not. 23.
23 is gonna hit.
Punch the bird.
Yep. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Damage is 7 damage.
7 damage, and that's this one here.
Yeah. It's the one that's
Yeah.
about to die. It's the one that has
Yeah.
less than 7 health.
Uppercut it right on the beak, just on a soft spot. It's still alive.
No, it's dead. Don't lie to me.
They're
How much health does this bird want to have?
quite large. It's a big contents of health.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Sokra, you're up.
Oh boy. So I'm going to get up from prone. That's an action. I'm going to devise a stratagem against the one that is less hurt. In
This
case
one
I get a
here?
really good roll.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, that's not how I do that. I do it this way. And that button. Yeah. Yeah! Like that!
Oh.
I got a good roll like that!
Okay,
Yeah.
is Brave Gut or Sokra capable of rolling like under 16 tonight?
You saw my double that one!
But that was in theory. You used stratagem and you didn't actually
Yeah,
take
because
it.
I'm good!
That was a theoretical double one.
Oh, well, you made sure to minimize the impact of your bad rolls, so I guess they don't count.
It's very true. Okay, are you taking that 28 swing?
Yes.
Which one?
Yes, that bird
the one
is
that's
going to get chopped into little pieces.
that is a crit. So go ahead and roll that crit
Oh.
damage.
Yeah, let's get that 18 damage.
Okay, you slash that with 18, and
Hope we just don't leave
Birds of a
2.
feather slice well together.
it wobbles down for a bit, and then it wobbly stands itself back up, hisses at you.
Birds.
I'm going to go. Let's see. That was 1 action, 2 action, 3 action. That's it.
Okay,
I am
that
no
makes
longer
it
prone, though.
Snotnot's turn.
Yep.
Okay, so murder bird in front of me.
Murder bird right in front of you.
We're gonna hit it with the shield.
Okay, going for a shield bash. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make me that attack roll, would you?
Yeah, and that's okay.
That is a 19. That's a hit.
Okay. Sorry, my audio is doing something funky. My apologies. And
No,
now
you're
we'll
totally
hit.
fine.
So, and we will roll the damage.
Wow, what a good roll. 16 for a solid bop with the shield.
Basically, I just kind of lift it up and go, boom.
It's still lifting its beak up, and it just gets bopped right with that shield. That was 1 action. You got 2 left.
I can do it again.
Nice. So when you make your second attack of the round, you can click that +6 instead of that +11. And that'll
Okay.
automatically calculate your multiple attack penalty.
Cool. And thanks for that up too. All right, 19.
19 is a hit again.
Oh, smash it.
15 damage. How do you do it?
Oh, it's the end.
That's the end.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So-
Nice.
I kind of like hold up the big happy smiley face and just crack it right across the bridge of the beak there and cause the beak to go into its brain, and it just kind of goes "Burr." Head cracks open like an egg.
Okay. Yep. Bam. It goes down, and before it hits the ground, it turns into magical energy and wisps away, leaving Kentucky Fried Terror Bird. Also, yes, Sokra, I did get your blessing damage on that. I got it.
Okay.
And you got 1 action left, not.
Well, gonna get the shield up because little Mr. Scaredy Cat in the corner is next.
Okay. Shield up, bop, bop. And it is now the event's turn. You guys want to see something real funny? These 2 terror birds raise up, they growl, they hiss, the fire flares up, and they both kill over because you left both of them on 1 health.
Oh,
Really?
that's
Really?
great.
Really, persistent fire damage is going to steal the kills from both me and Brave Gut.
Hey, it's my fire damage, at least one of them.
That's
No, I
great.
think that one was mine, actually.
There was, there's the flaming barricade. That one probably counts for Sokra.
Yeah, barricade for Tsokra, bomb for me. It's a team effort. High five, Tsokra.
A high five. Yes, I guess that counts. Good job.
Friendship.
Friendship. I assume
Wonderful.
we do like the jumping high five. Hearts pop into the background behind us.
If anyone says it's magical, I'm going to scream.
It's magical.
Magic is friendship.
Let's see. Which way is clockwise? I can't think straight anymore. Here we go. The
Towards
spider
me.
is moving 20 more feet. So it's bumped it to. Okay, spider crawls that away. And we've got 1 bird left. Man, that shield just really gets work done. Okay. This bird is going to run towards Snotnot and her vicious shield. And it's going Talon first.
Okay, I'll dance.
It is still frightened 1, taking some penalties. 26.
That does hit.
Would you like to shield block or let it go?
Yeah, shield block.
All right. So this is the easiest way to do this, Erica, is I'm going to roll the damage here.
Okay.
When the damage shows up in chat, you can click that block button and then click full while your token is highlighted, and it will automatically apply that to your shield how it should.
Okay. So clicked blocked.
And then click full,
Why is
which
it
is like the little broken heart. And make sure your
Oh.
token is selected while you got it. There we go.
Yep.
So you took 0 hit points because you are in your Everstand stance. Your shield's hardness
Yep.
is 10 with a sturdy shield, which means you don't get knocked down. Your shield just completely absorbs that kick.
awesome? Which
And
is
then it's gonna strike at you with its beak. Okay, that is going to be. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. That's 4 less. That's a 14, which I imagine is gonna miss.
nope, doesn't hit.
Okay, it kicks. It's blocked. It bites. I have been asked a random character fact for the GM. Oh man, what is a random fact that I have not shared already in a
Tell it.
setting or another?
Tell us
Wait.
about who these casters are.
Tell us
Give
about
us
who
some
these
backstory.
casters are. Yeah, so these casters, these are very highly trained conjuration wizards and summoners. And there's even a magus back there. He's not doing so well, but he's trying his best. And one of them, who is Gilfoy, give me a last name, Bill. Gilfoy. I can remember this family name. What's Gilfoy's last name?
Lestrange.
Gilfoy Lestrange. He's a graduate from the Magambia in the Mwangi Expanse. Excellent mage, very well known in Absalom. Master conjuration artist. He's actually the one that was making those wisps explode. That's some very advanced magic.
Don't like him.
I'm gonna look over at the mages in the stand. There's just like ash and blood all over me by this point. You're doing a great job. Good going, guys. Keep it up. I believe in you.
Wonderful. There's your GM fact. Thank you, chat. Okay, I think that was it for the event. There's still a bird left. Spider's moved. X, you're up.
Okay, I am going to cast
Bird
lingering
kill.
lingering composition.
There comes the second one. What composition are you going to linger?
I am going to cast Inspire Courage.
Wonderful. Let's see that performance check. Can you imagine just whipping out an instrument and just playing music right in the bird
Oh, yeah.
this large's face?
Every day. All right, so
Isn't this a Friday?
Well, we're on that performance. Here's an additional fact about me. I am terrible with names. I always need like a list of names. And I started making a list of names after last season. Toby was playing Otis in Treasure Hunters, and he was playing Investigator, and he asked for everybody and their family's name every session. So now I always have a table of names in front of me, except I didn't tonight because this is the arena and I didn't expect it. All right, so that performance is a 23, which is not quite a critical success. So this one's going to last for 3 rounds.
In addition to that, I am a fascinating performer.
And which one would you like to fascinate? The last bird standing, I assume?
I would like to fascinate the last bird standing. Yeah.
That's code for
and
Brave
so,
Gut, right?
So that, what's that?
So that's code for Brave Gut, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure Sokra is going to be the last bird standing. Thank you.
Oh,
Sure,
right.
so-
Sokra is actually a Tengu.
So anyway, that lingering composition was for Inspire Courage. That gives Snot inspiring courage. So yeah, we're there drumming
take
together.
Very good. And are you considering everybody an ally right now, aside from the bird?
It's only 60 feet, so I don't think it reaches.
Oh, you're right. That is actually out. Okay, very good. If anybody moves into that, though, they'll benefit from it as long as X is considering them an ally. Okay, and then that's a performance check versus the will DC. That does succeed. So it is dazzled, I believe, for a round. Is that right?
Fascinated, I believe. I don't know if
Fascinated.
dazzled or fascinated, whatever they call it.
It is
Fine.
something. It is entranced by that instrument you're playing right in its face. And I will look that up. And in the meantime, anything else for you, X?
Yeah, let's get this unseen servant moving.
Okay.
The bird finds you very attractive.
It does.
I'm
Did
done.
not like the fancy moves. It does like the instrument. Okay. That is it for X. That
Wait
makes
a
it
minute.
brave.
So wait.
Oh.
Is that just 2 actions?
Oh yeah, you still got one left, don't you?
That is right. Because it's lingering composition is just it's bonus action, right?
Yeah, it's free for sure.
Free action. So then I'm just gonna strike this thing.
Yeah, punch the bird. Punch the bird.
Punch it with a rapier.
Rapier is just a metal punch. a long, sharp metal punch.
About to, just stab it with the sticky end.
There we go.
That with let's see, you're not affirmated anymore. That's a 27. That's gonna crit.
So, talking about. And roll some critical damage. Whee.
And that's gonna add +8. No, 16 because you're at your major blessing. Yeah, how do you do it?
So it's like he goes down with the down strum, reaches the rapier, and springs it across as he's finishing his lingering composition, and it just right across, nice clean cut right through the leg, landing in front of Snotnot if she decides that it's going to be her Kentucky Fried Chicken tonight.
Yes. But it
It's-
keeps disappearing.
Still has that fascinated look on its face. You hear one last, and then it wisps away into magic. And that was your last action. So Bravegut, you're up. There are no enemies currently left on the field.
Wonderful. I had a question, which we
Uh-huh.
talked a little bit about earlier, which is I have an action I can take where I get rid of my mutagen effect and it heals me 1d6 or 2d6 for these ones.
Uh-huh. Correct.
We also have the other action that on a Drakeheart mutagen, you can clear the mutagen to allow yourself to stride twice.
Uh-huh. I'll
Now,
let that
you said-
stack.
Will you let that stack? It
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
a bit rude against the game, but I'll take it if I can.
I don't know. I'm kind of like a fan of flavor, and I feel like if you're clearing a Drakeheart mutagen out of your system, it makes sense to me that you're going to get both effects, just in terms of flavor.
Right.
It's probably
All right.
not rule as written, but
I'll
I'm
take
fine
it.
with it.
So I'm going to heal 2d6, which gets me 5 health. So I'm going to go up to 29. I'm then
You
going
got
to
it.
use the fact that I'm getting rid of my Drakeheart mutagen. You see all of my skin that's currently all scaly and hard just goes back into normal soft rat fur. And that allows me, for my first action, to take 2 strides.
Wonderful.
So I'm going to move myself. Where's that little? I'm going to move myself.
Down
50
here is
feet.
the spider, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm going to move myself 50 feet towards the spider. I'm then going to use a free action. My free action is mutagenic flashback. I immediately re-obtain the effects of a mutagen, but only for 1 minute.
And that's
We
a
don't
that's
need
a
to worry
free
about
action,
that.
correct?
Free action. Don't need to worry about it because I immediately get rid of that mutagen. That heals me another 2d6. Only 2 health.
Wow, the
puts me
heals
up
are
to
sad,
31.
but the actions are very neat.
And that action, it was a Drakeheart mutagen. That allows me to stride twice. So for my second action, I move another 50 feet. And I'm going to stand right next to this spider. And in my third action, I'm going to put my sticker on that treasure.
What did that look like?
That was just... So you see Bravegut suddenly just... His skin, that was all scaly and hard, just squeezes back down. And it releases all this like pent-up steam and energy like a Titan from Attack on Titan. And using that sort of burst of steam, Bravegut just sprints, flies away, suddenly stops for a second as you see his skin harden and pump up and get bigger, and then like a bellows push out again as he zooms towards the spider. The entire time he's been holding the sticker out in his front hand, and he slams it onto the side of the chest.
That is
the crate.
amazing. Just flies across the field. And sticker slapped on there. The spider tosses that to the side and arches its legs up, flashing red gem, looks directly at you. You've been here before.
I
You
say,
know what's up.
Your beef is not with me, Spider. Please, we can be friends. I also work for the Alliance. I believe in
And,
spider rights.
After that wild sprint across the field, it's Sokra's turn.
Yeah, so Sokra was reaching into his cloak. He pulls out health potion as Bravega just like suddenly flips out, mutagenically speaking. He's like, "Oh, by the way, Bravega, I got this for
Bye.
right past me. I was gonna oh, okay. I guess
I was
this is
really
for me.
considering taking your sticker and sticking it on the crate, but then I thought the rest of my team might be mad at me if I'm that generous.
The rest of your team might be mad at you if you have a heart. If you help out your good buddy Sokra.
Have you
Listen,
met
if it's good
Gilgamesh?
treasure, if it's nice, yeah,
Gilgamesh
I gotta
is
deal.
always
I gotta
angry.
get home and
Gilgamesh
deal with
can-
Gilgamesh. You think
Gilgamesh
he'll allow
is
me to be
always
nice?
angry. Let's just set that to
No.
the side.
Gilgamesh is morose, not angry.
I feel like it's a little of both though. Okay, so
He's pretty angry.
I did that thing where I said I bought a thing and then I didn't add it to my inventory. So it's one action to get it, one action to drink it, and
I'm pretty loose with the grabbing and drinking as an action, unless
I
it's
just
like
don't
really
have that much to
deeply
do,
stored.
so I guess I'll. Can I devise a stratagem on whatever's about to come out of that gate over there?
You can guess where they've been spawning. Yeah, you can devise a stratagem, pick a direction,
Okay.
north or southeast or west, or
Drink
like northeast, southeast,
to-
etc.
Yeah, no, I can't do anything useful with that. I'll just move myself, kind of get hunkered under this little guy right here. It's still burning, but like, you know, just kind of nuzzle under it and have my sad little lonely betrayal drink right under there.
Very
It's
good.
good stuff.
I
I'll
thought
share
I
it with
had
you afterwards.
friends.
I'm gonna put you right here as taking cover. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put you on fire.
Okay, sounds good.
Very good. Okay, that is it for Sokra. Snotnot, you're up.
Are you saying I might be able to get Kentucky Fried Tengu?
You know,
I just
go stick him on that barrier and maybe.
he's on fire. Oh, he's not on fire, but he could be. I'm just thinking who needs healing, who doesn't, because it's quiet. We don't have any more spiders running around with crates, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna do some well, no, because that might scare them instead of.
Goblin Song, fancy moves.
Actually, I'm just gonna do some fancy moves for the crowd.
Just for the crowd? Oh yeah.
Yeah, just for
Crowd
fun.
loves it. You don't have to
Just-
roll. They're so into it. They've seen what that did to that bird and they love it.
Yeah, we're just
They're actually you like start this like new move. Like the
Pretty
whole crowd's
much.
doing it together.
There's rat folk throwing hot dogs and you feel like it's out of respect and not disrespect.
yeah, if any of them get near me, I will totally eat a rat dog. That is just
They're called hot rats. Thank you very much.
oh, okay. Well, hot rat. Are they made from real rat though?
No,
I'm already disappointed
they're made
about the
from pork.
dog.
Okay.
Pork's okay, but beside the point.
And did you say you raised your shield?
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Shocking.
That is Snotnot's turn. We are to the event. You hear physics. This is getting very exciting. Let's put something very challenging out here.
No.
And you guys see Gilfoy back in the back there summoning something real big, doing big old somatic and verbal components behind the gate. And you guys see to the west a large green dragon looking creature. And to
Aww.
sorry, that's to
Oh,
the
wait.
west. And to the east, I'm like very directional, dyslexic today. You see a red looking dragon type creature
Oh,
apparating. Let's show some art.
no, let's not. Let's kill some
We've got-
dragons instead.
Here is the green one,
He's so
Yeah.
cute.
Oh,
I
he's
love
much
it.
cuter.
Oh.
and here is the red one.
You're less. You're angry.
It needs cuddles.
All right, and then this spider right in front of Brave Gut is going to attack him with a nat 1. It malfunctions. It turns around and it launches itself at the wall and explodes.
Get out of here.
And that is the this one over here locks on to Brave Gut.
No, that's rude.
Wait a minute. It might not actually. Where are you at? How
I'm
are
so
you
far
from
away.
this?
I'm like 100 feet away.
25 feet away. Yeah, no, it does not lock onto you. You're fine.
Get out of
Okay,
here.
that's the event's turn. X, two big dragons, dragon-looking things, east and west. Go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, so we're still strumming the courageous tunes here.
Yep, composition is lingering magically in the air.
All right. That's going to be good.
In chat, I agree. The green art, the one on the green is so cool. I love that art.
Okay, well. Is that all the treasure, by the way? Was there just 4 of them?
Just 4 of them.
Well, thank you, Rhodey. That's the name of my unseen servant. I will dismiss him,
Okay.
but he will just go away.
Wisps away into nothing. The job well done. I don't think I've ever seen an unseen servant be so useful.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And then, gotta get serious here with these guys.
Yeah.
Or we could ride them into battle.
That
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image. So thematically, 3 additional X's step out from his center, all with different instruments. We've got the drummer, we've got the bassist, and then we've got the cowbell. And
Beautiful.
X lights it up, and he is going to cast just as a cantrip, triple time. No, actually not. Well, movement I don't think is critical here. So he's just going to shoot a sling at this dragon creature here. That's
Very nice. It was reloaded previously, so
It
take that
was. So
sling.
he's taking his shot.
Okay.
Here it goes.
A bold move to sling a sling at a dragon.
Gosh, dang it, that sling isn't hot right now.
And you fling it out there, and this thing its wing just bats that little rock right out
I
of the
love
air.
it. And the band is playing, and I'm done.
Okay, wonderful. That is it for X. Brave Gut, you're up.
All right. I think we need to focus our energy. Sokra, go west. Go west. Okay, so I'm going to move myself. I'm going to go 1 move to get to here. 2 moves to get 50. I'm going to try and come up on this side of the thingamajiggy.
By the way, don't you guys love like the measure movement mod where it like shows
Yes.
the colors? I think it's
Yeah,
so
that
handy.
was super helpful just then. Okay. So I've come up here. Oh, I want to help out. How far away are you guys from me? 35 feet. You're about to get hit by a dragon. What's your ACs? You've got 21 and 23. If I threw something to not, could I throw a potion? Could I throw an elixir and see if I can catch it?
Yeah, you can throw an elixir. Your attack, if your attack roll isn't good, she's gonna have to make a reflex save or an athletics check to catch it.
Okay, well I'm gonna try and just throw. I'm just gonna make an unarmed attack, I guess.
Okay. Just throw it like a bomb. Go ahead and make a bomb attack.
Yeah. Well, look, it's just +9. It should be fine. So I'm gonna roll +9. I don't have any affirmation, do I?
Nope. It's still over with Sokra.
It's only a 15.
Okay. Reflex save or athletics checks. Not.
Well, I've got +4 in athletics, so why don't we give that a go?
Okay.
Oh no!
You throw a bit too high for, and she also, she's got her 2 hands on her shield. She doesn't get them off in time, and that food just goes skidding across the ground, and it's clearly wasted.
Dang.
5-second rule is done because a round is 6.
Yeah. All right. Well, yes. So you see, Bravegot runs up and frisbees this dish as it flies across and it lands. You can see it's like a kind of like when you order sizzling beef at a Chinese restaurant. And it's just steam constantly coming off it. Although it doesn't seem that hot, but it's constantly steaming, and it hits the ground. It sprays everywhere, and nothing.
Actually, you know what? I'll roll a flat check for it. It's not ruined. It's just on the ground. 2 squares
Okay.
away from you, Snot Knot.
Well, there is now a plate of steaming food sitting on the ground. This should keep you a bit safe from dragon attacks. And it's a mist form elixir that has landed on the ground near you, which basically gives you constant concealment. So they take a 20% miss chance every time they try and hit you.
This
Cool.
red square is the beef.
But yeah, that's the best I could do. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, Sokra, you're up. 2 dragons.
Okay, so you're saying that we know where the beef is?
Yeah, it's right there. There's a plate of beef on the ground.
Okay, so...
Oh, I see
so-
what you did there. I get
Ah!
Can't
Yeah.
see my eyes rolling.
it.
Okay, first action, pick up longbow from next to my thing. Second action, I'm going to devise a stratagem against the green dragon.
Nice.
I don't like that one. Hero
You
point.
have a hero
roll.
point. There you go. $21.
Okay.
How you feeling? How you feeling about that one?
I like that one. I'm going to take that one. I'm gonna actually commit, and that's gonna be my third action.
Okay, shooting at the dragon. It hit the
Yep.
green one. You said right?
Yep.
It hits.
Cool. Might say I'm a real Robin Hood.
Mm,
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, that is 7 damage.
And it kills the dragon.
Man,
Yeah,
them
right off the
dodges
bat.
good.
Who knew? Just right through the neck. and-
They're high damage, low health. Those dragons.
But you know that one little chink? You know, it's
Yes,
totally a
you-
smog.
You've pulled a bard. You've got it right in the underbelly.
That was like a black arrow, right?
Yes,
Hey, this
just
thing
like yours.
hisses like a snake at Sokra. And Snot Knot, you're up.
Awesome. X, do you need the misty form beef, or do you think you'll be okay?
What does the misty form beef do?
It basically gives you a 20% miss chance for things to miss you.
Oh, I don't. I just cast mirror image, so my
It
banner
will
is gonna.
stack.
Good.
Oh, well,
Then yeah, I will run over and grab the beef.
Okay, so you got to move to it. You got to use an interact action, and I'll let you just pick it up. You probably got to do a separate one to eat it since it's not on the ground. You got to scoop that beef up off the ground
Scoop that beef up.
and then eat. Okay.
And then I'll eat it.
Okay, you have concealment for 3 rounds, right, Bill?
3 rounds of concealment.
3 rounds
Okay.
of concealment.
So what it looks like is your skin literally just all your pores open up and mist starts coming out off of them. So you're just like a little ball of mist now. Everywhere you move, you leave trails of mist and smoke.
If this is what you serve on the field, I can't wait to go to your restaurant.
Oh, our restaurant's not quite as interesting, but I can always make you a nice misty meal.
And then the remainder of my movement, because supposedly I'm a little see-through. Let's see, it took me about. You move about there.
Okay. Very good. That is Snot Knot's turn. So we have the event, and there is no spiders left to move. So this dragon, the green one, is going to dart up into the air, still hissing at Sokra.
Oh,
It is
no.
30 feet up in the air.
I don't like that.
Okay, so this target on my back that I just painted, how big is it?
It's It's pretty large. I'm not sure why it's not
These
letting me
just
draw the It's. Let's see.
I can't move it. Stuck.
I hope
No,
the grudge
it's fine. I'm squishy. I was already ready to eat crow coming into the arena.
I'm resetting my foundry, but in the meantime, make a reflex save, Soaker, because this thing is gonna fly up above you 30 feet and it's gonna spit a big ball of acid down at you. Or
That's
poison.
just rude.
Yummy.
There we go. And it is using its speed surge
16
ability.
plus affirmation, 17.
17 is going to be... Sorry, my foundry is back up. That's a fail. So you are taking full damage from this. Oh. What is this?
100 damage?
Make me a fortitude save. This is not acid. I lied. This is poison.
Oh, Sokra, we barely knew you.
Please.
All right, go ahead and roll me a fortitude save, Sokra.
Okay. I'll take it. Not 20.
That's a nat 20. You
just get them
are
all day today.
You are splashed in this acrid venom. You can feel it like it's all on your feathers, but it's luckily like not getting to your pores because you got so many feathers all over you there. But you know that this is very poisonous. You can just sense it. It is so acrid, so potent. And that is.
I didn't
its
get
turn.
any on the cloak, did I?
Oh, that cloak is. Oh, we haven't talked about your cloak.
Why'd you remind me about the curse cloak?
Okay, I've been waiting for a moment where I can just like dramatically jump over the barricades or something and just let the cloak fly free, and then all of a sudden we know. But
this venom splashes all over you, but this brilliant looking cloak, the venom just slides off it as if it's completely moisture resistant, and it's just sparkling gloriously because it is not a cursed cloak. It is a resplendent cloak.
yay! I do have clothes under here. You wouldn't have known that before, but I do. All of my paperwork's safe, everyone. Don't worry.
I have unmystified it for you, so it's now in your inventory as it is. Okay. Now, as for the other dragon, it is going to use its speed surge to go 30 feet up into the air.
Like these dragons, then they're 30 feet up in the air.
And it is going to...
It's a science.
It's just rude.
Move over to here. Speed surge lets it move 100 feet as one action. And then it is going to lob a big ball of flame right down here. And Snotnot and X need to make me reflex saves.
That's not good.
I've got a hero point.
Would you like to use it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So X, is that a 12 I see from you there?
That's a 12.
Okay, that is unfortunately a critical failure. Snotnot, go ahead and make me yours.
Oh gosh.
Okay, yours is
Just a 17.
just a
That's
17.
Critical success.
That is a fail. So you are taking full damage, Snotnot, and X, you're taking double damage. So 18 to Snotnot and 36 to X. As this big, just eruption of flame blasts out from the impact of where this ball of fire went to.
Okay.
Ouch.
The whole band is in the middle of that, just rocking out.
Now it really looks like a death metal album cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that is the turn of the dragons. They're both hovering 30 feet up in the air, flapping their wings. And it's X's turn.
Yeah, X is gonna have to do something about that.
Yeah, I If it helps, I've got laying on of hands. Or lay on hands. That's it. That's the word I was looking for.
Can I be the target of my own soothing songs?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I am gonna cast Soothe at 2nd level.
Awesome. On yourself?
Correct.
Okay, so that is going to be 2d10 plus 8.
All right.
I think actually if you click Soothe 2nd level, you should be able to click that healing button there, and I think it should roll it for you in chat. Could be wrong, but I think it should.
Spells, and then then that work. Oh,
Yeah, and then if you click that heal, does it roll it or is it broken?
Let me try this.
There we go. Awesome. So that is going to be 15 that you heal for.
Right. And then I will move. I'm going to kind of move behind these tigers here. This tiger.
Okay.
And those are that's 3 actions.
Okay. 3 actions behind the tiger there, and the lion rather, and Brave Gut, you're up.
All right. Oh, these dudes are scary. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move a little bit to a similar place. I'm also going to hide behind the lion.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if my maths is correct, if they're 30 feet up and 30 feet away, or 25 technically, that's within my first kind of over the range. That's less than 40 feet to hit.
Yeah, I don't worry so much about like
3 squared. That's 9, 9, 9. That's 18. That's a little bit more than 4 squared. So it's 4. It's like 4.2. So it's 42 feet if I'm 30 feet away. 25. It should be about fine. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, you're good.
So I'm gonna throw a necrotic bomb to hit the red dragon and hopefully splash damage onto the green dragon. That's my plan. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Necrotic bomb. Do I have any bonuses at the moment? I don't think I do.
Nope, no affirmation. It's with Foresight Faction and Goldbloods right now.
Oh, get out of here!
Oof. Okay, that is going to be a miss. No hero points to re-roll. And there's not really where to deviate because it's just gonna not get high enough. It's just gonna fall down.
Is there any
splash on the
chance I
ground.
can still hit them with my? No, it's not gonna. Just okay. I can't hit them with my negative splash damage.
Yeah, no. Since they're up in the air, then no. Yeah, I gotta directly hit them if they're airborne.
What a waste! What a waste! What a waste! God, we need to actually damage these people.
Yeah.
But I don't want to waste another bomb missing.
Some of us are doing damage.
Yeah, true. Can I do anything interesting with my final action? I mean, other than take some basic elixirs and things. Oh, this is irritating. Tell you what I'm going to do. X. I'm going to feed you an elixir of life now that we're adjacent.
Wonderful.
So it's not much healing. It's only 1d6.
I'll take what I can get.
So I'm going to do that. So you heal for 6.
Wow.
That's about as good as it gets. That's a nice truffle.
And you've now got a... yes, there you go. It's a nice little truffle that I hand you. And not only do you heal that 6, but you now have a +1 against poison saves. So if the green dragon attacks us, you'll have a +1 to that fortitude save.
Great.
Quite relevant.
So yeah, feel free to give yourself that extra 6 health.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Good stuff. Great turn. Okay, that's going to make
Big
it.
Chase,
Yes.
how do I give myself that health?
Oh, so if you click on your token, there's a little heal button under that 6 on the far right. You can click that, and it should heal you for it.
Click on my token.
And then in chat, the little heal button on the far right below the 6.
Oh, where I rolled that 6, you can click
Uh-huh.
it. That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah. You can do double damage, triple damage, half damage. You can apply your shield, all
How
kinds of buttons
fun.
right there.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all right. Hopefully
Absolutely.
we can survive another dragon attack. And I
we'll
wish I
see.
could have done more to kill them.
Sokra, you're up.
Okay, this turn might be complicated. It might not. I'm going to devise. Are both in the air or just one?
Both are 30 feet up in the air. They're right back to back with each other, flapping their big leathery wings.
Okay, I'm going to devise a stratagem against the red one or the green one.
Okay. Devise that stratagem.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that
it
is a
was-
hot pile of doo doo.
It was so close
Um,
to the 20.
No hero points. Chat's
No
been
hero
equally
points.
stocked until now, but
X has
I
got the
can't
only
depend
one
on them
left.
now.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
This turn got a lot less interesting. I'm going to take a shot with my longbow at the other one. 16, 17 with affirmation.
Okay. That is going to miss.
Okay.
Take a shot. It kind of catches it on the leg, but its skin is so scaly and thick.
do an acrobatics check to hop over this barricade.
Yep.
And
Looking for a 10 since there's no running start. Actually, a 12. We're looking for a 12.
That's probably fine. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
We're all good. Just get
like
nice
this.
and cozy behind that wall. Use it for exactly what it's supposed to, and that's my turn.
Okay. That's Sokra's turn. Snot Knot.
Okay.
I didn't agree to dragons. This feels like an overreach. Too much power.
So I have a javelin. I don't know where I've been hiding the javelin this entire entire
javelin.
arena. I have
It's under your shield. It's like on the back.
it just-
Extendable.
everything else made a little more sense than the javelin. So so I'm gonna move a little bit closer, which is there we go. And then the green dragon, I'm gonna try and hit it. We'll see how this goes.
Okay, so with them up in the air there, yeah, go ahead. Oh, that was so close to the 20. Okay, that's a 16. It's gonna miss. You toss that javelin up. It's like the wind it's creating from its wings just blows that javelin away.
We were rolling so well when they were will-o-wisps. Why can't we roll well when they're dragons?
No kidding.
I get fancy or creative or something. I still have, let's see, one shot, and I'll excuse me. I will put the shield up. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, shield is raised.
And that's all 3 moves.
Okay, let's see here. So who just took shots? That was Brave Guts, Snot Knot, and Sokra. Okay, so here's
They
the
don't
deal.
know that. I threw just a chill piece of glass near their feet and it landed below them. They don't even know that's an attack. How smart is a dragon?
They're
So-
magic dragons.
It is 10:30 Mountain Time. We are at the end of the round.
Oh, we win.
If you survive this round, the 2 renown is locked in. And then I'm putting a bounty on these dragons for 1 extra renown if you can kill them by 1050. So,
I don't like
I'm-
this.
the green one is clearly pissed at Sokra. So we're gonna start
Good.
there. It is
That's not me.
Sokra has offended it greatly. So it's gonna come fly over down here.
I have been making some pretty bad puns.
It was not having those puns. It comes over here, it lands, and it's gonna
Take my
use its
mist potion I gave you.
Snot Knot took that. And
I
it
have
is
a
going to
whole
do, it's
thing.
called a Draconic Frenzy, which means it's going to make 1 Fang Strike and 2 Stinger Strikes.
You'll be fine.
So here comes the Fangs, Sokra. Oh, that's a pretty low
There
roll.
we
That's a
go.
17.
That'll miss.
Here comes stinger number 1.
That'll
26.
hit, but not crit.
Okay, and here comes stinger number 3.
That'll hit, not crit.
Okay, here comes the
Hit,
damage from
not
stinger
crit.
number 1.
Oh,
Here comes the damage from stinger number 2. And then you need to make me 2 fortitude saves.
can do. Not 20.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Not 20.
Oh, your fortitude's that bad and you've been succeeding? That's crazy.
bad? Wow,
wait.
Okay.
What did you roll?
I rolled like a 4.
Oh, the dice looked like it was a 17 to me. I was like, what's
no, no, no.
happening? Okay. All right. So you failed the second one. So you are poisoned. You're taking 4 additional damage immediately, and you're just not feeling well.
Don't worry, you only need to you've survived now. It's fine.
All right. It's not your lower health. Evens or odds?
Evens.
Okay, evens are good for you. Okay, odds are bad for you. This thing, it saw a bomb get thrown. It saw a javelin get tossed. It's going to swoop down at Snotnot.
No! I've got the health.
Comes landing over here. It lands on the ground in front of you. And this one is going to do its Draconic Frenzy, which is 2 Fang Strikes and 1 Tail Strike on this one.
Okay.
You are misted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll D20s first to see if these miss from the mist. First one.
Miss.
Does not miss from the mist. Second one.
Miss.
Does miss from the mist.
The mist.
Third one does not miss from the mist. So now it's got so its first bite could possibly hit you. Here it goes. Here's the Fang.
1. Natural 1. Natural 1.
That is a 31. Now you did raise your shield, you said, correct?
Yeah, I did.
So your AC is a 23, so that luckily doesn't crit you.
Yay.
So would you like to shield block or no? You only
Yep.
have 1 reaction. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna say yep.
So here's the damage. Make sure that you click the block and then click the full. And that'll apply the damage automatically for you. So you took only 5 damage from that bite as your shield absorbs a good chunk of it. And then here is the last tail attack at a -10.
-10. Get out of here. You can't hit. This is impossible.
And an 8 is going to miss.
Yes!
All right. Their turn is over. Everybody has survived long enough to earn 2 renown. If you can kill them, you know what? Let's make it interesting. I'll give you 1 renown per dragon that you down before 1050. But nobody can lose their stuff at this point.
All right.
Okay. X, you're up.
Do we hear in character? We hear like a big like, "Dong, you've done it!" bell go off.
Yeah, at the top of the round. The heroes have survived an impressively long time against 2 drakes. Everybody is going to earn great glory and they may keep their loot. But let's see if you can finish it off for the fans.
This is what we're gonna try. Does prone have effects on creatures?
It does. It makes them flat-footed. They can't take reactions.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna try. So X rallies the band, and again tactically, I'm going for the red, and maybe we could swarm on it. I don't know. Did we do it at damage? Well, that one's closest. So he rallies the band and he casts command on this guy. We're gonna attempt to cast command, and so basically you need to roll a will save, I believe, against my save DC 20.
Wow.
That's not a good save.
13. Okay, that's a fail. So what happens on a fail for command? I believe it has to take its next single action doing what you command it to do.
It says failure for the first action on its next turn, the creature must use a single action to do the command.
I've got a suggestion if you need one.
I need something here. I was just gonna have it lay down, but if it's just on its first action.
Bravegut holds up one of his necrotic bombs, and he says, "Tell it to eat this."
There we go.
I think there's a very specific. So I think suggestion is the one that lets them do more. A first level command, I think, just has like I think it's prone, flee, approach, or drop.
Or eat. Bomb. That's on the list. You haven't checked the latest errata. They say it can also eat bombs.
Oh yeah, okay, absolutely. Eat bombs is the 5th option.
Yeah.
The
Send
per-
Jason Borman $20, and he added
So-
it to the errata.
You might. No. You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
and he just X tells it just lay down, little dragon, and just to maybe burn up some actions for it.
Okay. Yeah, it snaps its head towards you and it kind of like perks its head up, does like the dog thing where it tilts its head to the side, and it looks like it's excitedly getting ready to like roll over and do a trick.
And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast cantrip Daze, and again, this is a will save.
So I believe daze is 2 actions, so I don't think you could.
Oh, it is. You're right. I got
Mhm.
1 action left. All right.
Right. You could do an inspire courage or a triple time.
Inspire courage.
Okay. Courage is back up for I think everybody where you're at right now.
Correct. Yeah, I think everyone's within range.
Yep, Soka's
Yes.
exactly in range. Look at that. Okay. That's X's turn. Y'all are inspired. The dragon's getting ready to roll over. Brave Gut.
Okay, pretty simple turn for me. First action, I'm going to move, so I'm within 20 feet. So I think here is fine. Yep. Next action, I'm going to throw a necrotic bomb at this dragon.
Very good.
I think
Go
I'm
ahead.
currently at just inspire courage, no affirmation. Let's roll. Or do I get any? No, it gets a negative to its AC because it's prone.
Yeah, it's technically not prone yet, but since it's getting ready to do it, I'll make it flat-footed. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
He's
Got a
not
natural
20.
20.
Okay, let's get the critical hit table. See what you get here. Number 22 for a bomber spell.
It's controlled by me.
Yeah, if you do normal damage. So if you would like, you can have this just do normal damage instead of double, and you can control it next turn.
No, there's nothing. We're into the final game. I'm just doing double damage.
Double damage. Okay, roll it up. 26. And
26
this is,
damage, and it's sickened too.
oh, that's pretty huge. Okay. So 26 damage. What does your necrotic bomb look like?
Again, these are not food. I don't confuse my food and my bombs. It's just a glass vial full of the souls of demons that I've collected from my journeys. He throws it, it explodes everywhere. Actually, you know what it is? You know what it's made from? On the first round, we went on a job and we killed a big creepy lizard monster that I spent a lot of time butchering. It's got like, it's kind of full of all of the internal stomach lining and acid and bits of viscera from that. You if you ferment those, they get real sickening. So that's what it's
Love
made
it.
of.
Excellent.
So
You've got one
that
action left.
explodes. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all kinds of awful.
My second action is I'm throwing an alchemist's fire.
Alchemist fire, roll it up.
Do I get a bonus because it's sickened? Does that lower its AC? I don't. It doesn't matter. We can
It
figure that out.
does.
Oh, 13.
Okay, 13 is going to deviate. Which square were you aiming for?
I was aiming for the bottom right square of this dragon. where
Okay,
its
it
mouth
lands
is, yeah.
directly on top of it, and it looks like it does not care about fire. It just looks nice and cozy as those
That's a fair
flames
point.
erupt around it.
That's a fair point. Well, that's the end of my turn. I still did a buttload of damage. I'm happy.
Very good. That makes it Sokra's turn.
Okay, vault myself over the.
Make me a fortitude save while you're vaulting, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. Got a pretty solid roll.
Okay. You are not. So you're going to go to stage 2 of your poison. And you're
Okay.
going to take a total of. Looking for a 24. So you take a total of 7 damage, and you're enfeebled 2.
Okay. Enfeebled 2. That subtracts 2 from my acrobatics roll, giving me a 15, which should still be enough from what I remember.
Right on money.
That changes my plans. I'm gonna down my second health potion. I am very glad I brought those around.
Nice.
I was like, should I get 2? Maybe get away with it. No, I should go with 2. And,
Now hold on a second. At this point, you've got your renown. Maybe you should just attack. Don't waste your healing potions. If you die now, nothing. You're fine.
I want the bonus renown too. If I die, I don't get that.
No, it's everybody gets the renown. There's no more like having it taken away. Everybody gets it. If you guys are a team now.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kill the dragon.
Now, if you kill each
Hop
other, it would just
over.
be a dick move for no reason.
Longbow, or hop
Hey, it can still
over,
affect treasure.
heal,
The treasure is yours
longbow
as well.
attack.
Mhm.
Okay. good.
I do not. That is with the wrong option set on. This is not devising a stratagem. This is just going for it. Gotta live in the moment. With a 2,
It's a bad
a
moment.
turn just goes sailing right past.
Okay. That makes it their turn. This thing over here is
Well, that's
going
not.
to.
No, that's not.
Hey,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not. I don't know how he skipped you. Please
Look at that
go.
little goblin.
Yeah, take your turn, Snot.
3 attacks, kill the dragon.
Tell you what, we're just gonna hit it with the shield.
Yeah, I
It's
hear
on
that's
the
pretty good
ground.
against dragons.
I'm just gonna hit it. Let's see what happens. 26.
26 hits.
Nice.
Okay, 9 bludgeoning damage. You bash it. It looks like it doesn't even care. It's just getting ready to roll over still.
Oh, man, let's kill this dragon. How much health does it want to have?
I don't know, but I'm gonna hit it with the shield again.
25 is going to hit it with the shield again.
For another 100 damage. Oh my gosh.
11 more damage. You bash it. It's hissing. It's upset, but it's just rolling over. What
No!
action left?
Kill the dragon.
Yeah, I'm
Blow
very
yourself up.
mad. So I'm just gonna hit it with the hand wraps of mighty blows. I'm just
That's-
annoyed.
Because it's sickened, that's a crit.
Yes!
So you go ahead and roll critical damage on that. 24
Smash this dragon!
as you uppercut it. And how do you do it?
Yes!
Oh, wow.
Just hit it over the head. Die!
So bash, bash, uppercut, and this dragon collapses and it turns into mist. And yeah, one more renown for everybody.
We don't even get Kentucky Fried Dragon.
Yeah, bloody fake dragons.
No Kentucky Fried anything tonight. Okay, now it's their turn. This poison drake is going to
Oh gosh, it's still alive.
move over here.
I don't think it's been hurt that much yet.
In fact, you know what? This thing is actually going to like fly and like hop over on the other side of Sokra here.
Hey man,
And
it
it's
burns in
going to-
action. I'm all good.
It's gonna draconic frenzy. Wait, what does this do?
Oh no. Things you never want to hear the GM
No,
say.
it's gonna make an athletics check.
Oh no, it's gonna grab you. It's gonna fly away with you.
It just dropped.
That's a 26.
Almost
versus-
definitely.
It's gonna grab you.
What's that
fly
against?
you.
That's
gonna fly
against
you
your
outside of the
fortitude
range.
DC.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
no,
gonna-
I'm a little dragon snack now.
Mm. If
Okay.
he flies you too far up, you'll be out of the range of the crystals, and you'll actually die.
It goes
You die
flying
outside
50
the
feet up
arena,
into the
you
air.
Die in real life.
And then as a free action, it drops Sokra from 50 feet up in the air.
Just
Uh,
Fly,
you're good,
Sokra,
you're fine.
fly.
Make an
How?
act-
It just flies away.
Okay. So this thing, you're telling me this thing hops over the thing, picks me up in its beak with its second action, flies 50 feet up with its third?
Uh-huh.
Is
Yeah,
that
good to me.
fast?
Not that fast. 50-foot fly speed.
Okay,
Make me an
Cool.
acrobatics check.
cool. How okay.
Fly,
MVP
Sokra, fly.
MVP skill pick. I got trained in this today. So like it's come in clutch a couple of times so far.
That's pretty good.
Where are even my skills? Acrobatics. Yeah, there we go. Solid 3 on die for a 10. 11 with my affirmation.
That's not a critical fail, so that's good. So you're going to take this much damage as you hit the ground. That's not that
Those are
bad.
too many d6.
17 damage.
I'm still alive.
You hit the ground with a thud, and it's now
Oh,
50
dude,
feet
I'm
up in the air.
flying lessons.
Okay, last round. X.
X is going to load up his sling He moves forward. It's getting range. However, 50. What did we say? Sling distance
It's
was?
50.
50. You'd have to stand on its square to be in range.
If you're
I
like
think-
adjacent to it, you could reach up there.
This is what we're going to just shoot with disadvantage here. That's fine here. He is actually going to climb up onto the lion statue here and take his slingshot. I don't know if I need to do an acrobatics check for that or what, but that's going to be my action.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and then go ahead and make your sling attack.
Okay, here it goes. And I got that. Roll this baby.
Up!
I can't believe it. It's a nat 20. Let's roll on the table.
Yeah.
Let's roll on the table. And you go ahead and
Falls
roll
from
your
the
double
sky.
damage. Remember to add 16 to it because you are major blessed by Kyrgyz. And max damage on top of it. So that's 30 damage. This is from bludgeoning. What? Yes, it's triple damage. It has to make a fortitude save or die. This is actual David and Goliath that you're pulling off.
Kill. One hit kill. One hit kill. One hit kill.
Okay, well, so roll me one more normal damage. We'll see the damage, and I will make a fortitude save.
All right.
Okay, so that's going to be another 12, so 42 damage. Here's the fortitude save.
Natural one. Natural one.
Oh,
Natural one.
come on.
Natural one. It's a
Yeah,
four.
it failed. It needed a 20. How do you do it?
Oh man, the whole band is there. The whole band is like up on top of this lion. The slingshot just gets let loose, and it just it finds that scale, and it just blows. It takes out a wing or something, and it cripples the wing as it tumbles to the ground. I'm landing on Sokra, but you're able to roll out of the way, I'm sure. And this thing just
No,
exhausts
Sokra
itself.
like lands like a pancake on the ground and just like hears the noise above him, the roar, and then just like, oh god, and just does the like last minute Indiana Jones roll out of the way as the giant body just slams onto the ground.
Oh man.
Wonderful.
great.
And as it starts collapsing, big thud followed by just a magical mist. The crowd goes wild. People are cheering. There's hot dogs being thrown by rat folk everywhere. And we are out of initiative. Physics announced, what an amazing finish from our heroes. Give it up for Brave Gut, Sokra, Snotnot, and X. And crowd goes wild. Everybody cheers. Physics says, now everybody please stand on the raised platform and we will give out awards. So everybody survived. Everybody gets 4 renown for surviving and killing the 2 dragons. And then we're going to give out merits in a minute. I have my panel of other judges in the background right now who are discussing and giving me some thoughts. So we'll get those out in a minute. While I'm waiting to get some more feedback, shall we talk about the loot that was obtained?
Let's do it.
Please
Let's get
do.
some different music on here. This is too intense. The dragon's dead.
I don't think I'll be able to sleep
Okay.
tonight.
So the first chest was grabbed by X. You obtain from that chest, inside, there is a shield. It is a kind of a silver-lined kite shield with red paint and some sort of like forked symbol on the front. This is an exploding shield. And whenever the shield is destroyed from a shield block, you can have it explode out in a cone, dealing fire damage.
Cool.
And it's a pretty fortified shield, so pretty good. There's also, on the theme of explosions, there is a necklace of fireballs 1 inside. The second crate was grabbed by Brave Gut. That inside has bracers of missile deflection, which are bracers that you can use and use a reaction to boost your defense against ranged attacks. And then there is something that would have been very handy had anybody opened it. There's a 5th level scroll of banishment.
Oh, that
which
would be
gets
very
rid
good.
of
We didn't need
summoned
it though. We
creatures.
smashed it.
You guys got it just
Can anybody
fine.
actually use that though? I don't think anybody can here.
X is capable of using it. As to use a scroll, it just has to be on your repertoire, so he could still use the scroll. It wouldn't be a great DC, but it would be the way he was rolling, probably good enough. So there's that. The third chest was grabbed by Brave Gut. Nope, it was grabbed by
X again.
X.
X.
Mhm.
Inside of this one, there was
This is the
A-
long, thin chest, I think.
long thin chest was a hunter's bow. This is a bow that lets you add extra damage if you sneak up on people, and it's also just a +1 striking short bow. And there was 10 viper arrows. Nope, sorry. Yeah, 10 viper arrows in there. Viper arrows are arrows that turn into snakes and bite and poison people as they get close. Then for the final chest, grabbed by Brave Gut, there is
Steam-powered Brave Gut.
there are 10 lesser elixir of lives and 3 potion of leaping. And there is also a contract for Alliance community service, which has to be completed during your downtime. This is going to take 10 consecutive days of downtime from anybody from your guild, but you are now legally obligated to do it.
Seems rude. Just seems mean.
And that is it for the loot. So I will go ahead and make sure that you guys get to that afterwards. Chat, who do you guys think deserves MVP? Just spew it out. MVP. That is going to be the two renown one. It's very close. It's a big toss up between everybody, including myself. So if you guys think somebody needs MVP for the merit for this one, start shouting it out.
Oh, hey X, can I get those autographs now?
Oh, hey. Yeah, totally. Snot, let's do this. X actually packed a few little posters of himself,
Sweet.
and he gets his sigil out and starts signing some sweet signatures for Snot.
Awesome. My aunt
you-
is gonna love this.
Yeah, you had some special messages what do you say? Tell me.
Well, one is for my aunt, but I gotta remember which aunt.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's okay. I'll just hearts. I can do hearts.
Yeah, hearts will work.
Okay.
Oh, one for Lady Longshanks in case she likes your music.
That's right. Blessed lady.
Very good.
Come to my
Okay.
show.
I think I have enough for the results. You guys made this so tough. I thought this was going to be a lot more cut and clear, but you guys just crushed it. All right. For the first award, the hero who took on the most heat and the most danger of the evening goes to Brave Gut. That one was pretty
thank you so
unanimous. So Brave Gut, 1 bonus renown to you for getting the merit for taking the most heat during the evening. This one was a toss-up between Sokra and Snotnot. The hero who earns the reward tonight for the best teamwork goes to Sokra. So Sokra, you would take 1 bonus renown for teamwork.
Ah.
This one was a toss-up, and I'm actually very surprised of where this one landed, but very well done. The award for the flashiest, best performance of the evening goes to Snotnot. This was a toss-up between X and Snotnot, but boy, did people love the fancy moves.
The dance
the
was
shaking-
took the
It
show.
was
I accept that.
There's like a whole section of X fans up in the stands that start booing, and you see that there's rat folk with hot dogs telling them to settle down over there. And the MVP of the evening with a wonderful performance and a wonderful finish goes to X.
Yeah, the
So-
one-shot dragon kill probably sealed that one for you.
Yeah, I knew that you liked to rock out. I just didn't know that it'd be like that. Who would have thought?
It was very close, but I think that the David Goliath final slingshot just locked it in.
There he is.
Very well done to all of our heroes. Congratulations, everyone. a well-fought performance. And we will see everybody at our next arena match in the coming month. In the meantime, our heroes have work to get back to. Everybody go home and enjoy some hot dogs. And with that, we will wrap up this evening and call that a session. So this is what you guys get for the evening. Just to summarize, everybody got 4 renown. And just so everybody knows, for chat, renown is the winning resource for the competition this season. So whoever has the most at the end of the season is the winner. It also, though, it benefits everybody to gain it because the higher their renown, the higher level of magic items they have available for purchase. And then Physics is actually very impressed that nobody harmed each other in this competition. He's given everybody a 100 gold bonus as well.
Yeah.
So everybody takes 100 gold. Everybody takes the loot that was assigned to them. Bravegut, Sokra, and Snotnot all gained 5 renown, and X earned 6. And that was the total count for the evening. We have a giveaway to do, everybody. So before we say goodbye to our wonderful heroes of the evening, let's do a giveaway. So production, let's give them 30 more seconds to get those entries in. Exclamation point enter. It's an awesome mug from Level 1 Gamers. And while we're doing that, let's talk about you guys one more time. Bill, tell us about what you do.
Yeah, hi, I'm Bill. I'm a podcaster. I have a network called Consume This Media, which are shows that I make with my partner, Danny. We got an escape room show. We got a murder mystery show. We're on Twitch. We've been playing through Myst and Riven. We just finished Myst, which we'd never played before. And now we're playing through Riven. It's great fun. What fun games. They're really, really good. Hey, turns out Myst and Riven are actually quite good games. So yeah, we're having lots of fun doing that over on Twitch as well. And yeah, that's me.
I installed Myst, and it's all because of you. I plan on playing it soon. It looked super fun when I was watching your stream.
It's very fun.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, glad to have you. Thanks for joining us tonight, Bill. Sokra, and or Ian. Tell us about you, Ian.
I have become one with Bird. No, yeah, I mean, you heard me making a bunch of bad jokes tonight, and you can catch me on the YouTube for making more of those bad jokes. _cash_miss. I talk about tech stuff every once in a while. And yeah, just go and subscribe there. It's good stuff.
Wonderful. Glad to have you. Thanks for joining tonight, Ian. Erica, tell us about you.
I am Erica Kuhn-Marler, and I write a lot. I've got a book out all about Mother of Monsters. I seem to have a thing for creatures. Tomorrow night, you can catch me over on Brambleberry Games running a Monster of the Week campaign. And I think, yeah, they're heading to the Met Ball and dealing with Medusa. What could possibly go wrong? And yeah, you find me on the Twitters and the Facebook and the Insta at Kuhn-Marler. So.
Wonderful, wonderful. Glad to have you here. Well done. Nathan, tell us about you.
Yeah, Nathan says, aside from one-shot killing dragons on this show, I build and design mobile apps for tabletop RPGs. You can find us at Knights of Bastille, and we've got all kinds of things on there.
Awesome. And if you guys want some of that Knights of Bastille NPC for hire, we've got a Treasure Hunters art pack. You can get it for free if you join our Discord. We've got a channel where you can request the code. Just reach out there. We'll get it to you. All this pretty character art. You can use it in your game. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, thank you very much, Nathan. I am Chase. I am the game master for Tabletop Treasure Hunters. You also may know me as Haskell from Rime of the Frost Geeks, and I do other things here with Level 1 Geek as I am part of Level 1 Geek. So that is me. That is us. Thank you so much, guys. That was a super fun session. I loved it. Now, without further ado, let's get that giveaway. I didn't miss it, right? Production, do the thing, or tell me I missed it. Either one. And Tom Raider or Tomb Raider, depending on how you pronounce it. It goes either way. You have won the giveaway, so congratulations. Awesome mug from Level 1 Gamers. We'll make sure to reach out and get that to you. Yeah, and I think that's it for us tonight, guys. Next week, we have our next briefing session. Briefing sessions are short sessions where we have A bunch of the cast, everybody, we need one person from each guild, but the more the merrier. We're going to have as many players as we can next week. We're going to be talking about the next round of sessions and arena games coming up. The guilds are going to decide who they're going to pair up with this round. They're going to decide who to send to the arena, and we're going to have lots of fun role play. So it should be a good time. So check us out there. And in the meantime, before that, we have Frost Geeks potentially next Monday, pending the holiday. Hopefully you guys will see us then as well, but we'll keep in touch. And until next time, guys, have a good evening. I got to give our little outro spiel. We have our wonderful partners, Die Hard Dice, our affiliate dice partners. We have a discount code down below with our monthly discount code. Check them out. Beautiful dice. If you're sad you didn't win the giveaway tonight, go get some awesome dice at a discount. And aside from that, go take a short rest, a long rest even. Don't go messing with dragons unless you've got a sling and you are a bard. And we'll catch you guys next time. Good night, everybody.
Yo.